We are live.
Are we live?
We are
We
live.
are live, baby. How y'all doing, Blue Dots? It's Thursday, baby. It's Thursday. What the hell happened to Wednesday's rant? I don't know. From what I understand, maybe the Russians got involved with hijack. I don't know. Facebook was out yesterday. I tried several times. I couldn't get a two-sentence word out there saying can't post. It wouldn't let me post crap. So I finally give up on it and decided to just wait to that. Boy, howdy shit, I just got a lot in me right now. I was a little pissed off in the last 2 days. I got enough shit piled up inside me, but I hope y'all are having a great day wherever you are, and I'm glad you stopped in for this family meeting. I had a couple of things that just really pissed me off. Well, one, let's be real happy today. The Senate voted 59-41 to overturn Donnie's little national emergency. And if you want to read the shirt there, it says Trump is the real national emergency, and that was sent to me by the Blue Dot sisters, Tammy Harrington and Connie Burnett, and they call themselves the Blue Dot sisters. If you're on Facebook, look down there in the comments. You can always see them. They sent me this nice shirt, which I got 2 shirts today. I'll wear the other one tomorrow, and a thing of homemade chocolate chip cookies, and who don't like that?
They were good.
They are good. They're not done yet. Mama's popping them in the microwave every few minutes to heat them up a little bit. And whoo, yes, ma'am. Thank y'all very much, sisters. I appreciate it very much. I do like that little Blue Dot Sisters thing. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool. But the Senate voted today to overturn Donnie's national emergency by a vote of 59-41, and they had 12 Republicans who voted with the Democrats. That's not enough, because the first words Donnie tweeted out on his little Twitter shit was veto. And what'd you tweet back to him?
He got the first word wrong, or the first letter wrong. Yeah. It's supposed to be a B.
A B.
A B.
That would be what?
I think that would mean Beto.
That would be Beto. Maybe that's what he meant. That's probably what he meant. He meant to vote Beto instead of veto. Are you shitting me? Yeah, he's going to veto it because he's declaring a national emergency, and they're all going to. I got to catch my breath. I was running around right before we went on camera here. But the House has already set March 26th. They're planning a vote to override his veto, and I think that's going to be a wise thing to do, because it's going to force a whole lot of them Republicans who were on the fence this time and voted against this measure and for Donnie. They might be a little more pressed when they take the time to read the damn Constitution for one damn thing. That would help out a lot. Article 1, Section 8, baby. Go look it up. Section 8 and Section 9 explains how our money is spent. And the other thing that really pissed me off today, and I got to get this out because it just irks my ass. Today, by a vote of 420 to nothing, the House passed a resolution to make the Mueller Report public. Public, baby, let's go public. Let's let the people know exactly what Mueller found. I think that's a damn good idea. Isn't that the way our justice system works? Now, you could argue maybe we might have to redact somebody's name right here because it's an intel problem or some shit like that, but the report should be made public. And we're paying for that shit, baby. It's our tax dollars at work, and I'd like to see the whole damn result of it. But, oh, no, wait a minute. Lindsey Graham, oh, my God, he went out and clutched his pearls and ran up to the podium and said, oh, no, and stopped it from entering on the floor of the Senate. Now, why would old Lindsey do that? When he got up there, he started talking about Hillary Clinton and the Steele dossier and how the Republicans are mean and how this is a witch hunt. And he wants a special counsel to investigate crimes within the DOJ. How about we set up one to investigate the crimes of Lindsey Graham? Because it sure seems like me, since he came back from Russia, things sure have changed for Lindsey. All that patriotism that John McCain helped him with, well, that went out the damn window. Now he's a 100% Trumper, baby. Why would you not want that public there, Lindsey? It just pisses me off. And because Lindsey's going to run blocker for this son of a bitch. And that is not the people, baby. The people pay for this. And what that ties into is Donnie's little interview. little interview that Donnie gave to Breitbart yesterday. And that is what really bothers the shit out of me, because I'm just going to read his quote. He told Breitbart, "It would be very bad if my military, my police, and my biker supporters got tough." My police? My military? Are you shitting me? That is the way this man's mind works. This is not our national military. It is his military. That is the mind of a dictator. That is the mind of Donnie the dictator. That's who he is, and that's what he wants. Would he incite violence? You damn right he would. He goes on to tell you, "I can tell you I have the support of the police, the support of the military, the support of bikers for Trump. I have tough people, but they don't play it tough until they go to a certain point, and then it would be very bad. Very bad." That is the president of our country threatening this nation that if he is not elected, not thrown to the throne to be king, potentate, or whatever the shit, that there could be violence from our own military, from our own police departments. That's what he is saying. You want to know how come your voice is so important? Your involvement in this is so important? This is why. This is why we don't have a Republican in office. And when are they going to figure that shit out? This is a wannabe dictator who wants to take over this country. He'll rename the damn thing. Damn righty, Trumpisville or whatever. If he could, he would, baby. He likes to slap his name on everything, but this time he's slapping his name on our Constitution. It's not we the people. It's Trump decides. And that's what he's threatening here. So never before has your voice been more. I know I said this before the midterms, and it's important. We took the House, and this is the result, baby. You see AOC in there with Ross? Yeah, that's why. Because the people have a right to know what the hell is going on. And for 2 years, the Republicans have played cover for this asshole. And now we're going to start finding out everything. And it's going to show that the dirt that the Republican Party has tried to sweep under the rug for more than that. Since Obama was elected, the Republicans have played this shitting game. Patriots, I don't think so. You want to see who hates America, baby? You just go on right over there to the right and look for the guy wearing the MAGA hat. You tell me he's a patriot. He's willing to shit on our Constitution to support this man. Patriotism is not supporting a president. Patriotism is supporting your country, and your country is we the people. So when he threatens our nation, when he threatens that it is his police, his military, you take heed to those words. He's speaking them loud and clear, and look where he's saying them. To the place that those people go to get their news. The right-wing talk radio bullshit, just disgusting, vile cockroaches over there. Are you shitting me? They're not standing up. They all try to wave the flag. Are you shitting me? I seen a guy. Jesus. I won't go there. Anyway, that's what's going on in my world. It's just usual day, but I'm sorry I missed the rant on yesterday, and it was hump day, baby. So I hope y'all made it through the week, and we get through this now. I understand that Mueller's going to be coming up pretty soon, baby. I hope so, and that's probably why Lindsey Graham is having himself a hissy fit, and there's just something wrong there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if the Russians paid his ass off, or if Russians have a little, I don't know, what, a P-tape on him too? Some little videotape of that shit, or something, some compromised shit? I don't know. But he sure seems to want him to throw himself in front of the crowd so he can protect Donnie, so Donnie doesn't get his feet wet. You know, that's just pitiful. No, Lindsey Graham is disgracing himself right now, stopping this vote, 420 to nothing. I think the people across the country have spoken there, Lindsey, and they want to know what's going on. And blocking it, that just shows another disgusting trait that the Republicans are willing to go to hold on to power, baby. Hold on to the money. It's all about the money. It always has been. And we don't have health care. We have profit care. We don't have tax laws. We have profit laws. We don't have FEMA laws. We have FEMA special programs for the rich. We don't have colleges that have a fair path into them. We have a bribe system. How much money you got, baby? How good an education you want? And you remember, that's how they get in there. They pay to get their kids into college. They come through college, and then all of a sudden, daddy makes them vice president of whatever freaking company they are. And they do that, and then next thing you know, they're a CEO of some company pulling in $100 million a year for some bullshit. Your kid was real great. Struggled a hard time to get into college. Finally got in and made a good name for himself. And that's something to be proud of, baby. This kind of shit, it demeans our whole nation when we see this, when it's brought to light. But there ain't nobody here that didn't think this already. This just puts a face on it, baby. These just puts the names in the news so we know. We all knew. It happens everywhere. Anybody that's been on a job site before that had some foreman or some supervisor who had a kid or some bullshit like that, or his buddy got promoted up over there or over here. It's the same game, except when you have a lot of money, the stakes are very high because they have to be, baby. They're a star's kid. They're a CEO's kid, man. They have to show everybody how great they are. Steal your kid's identity and slap their face on his body? You bet your ass. The ends justifies the means. And that's what the Republicans are doing. The ends justify the means. They don't care how deep they have to go into the gutter, how much laws they have to break, how much they have to crap all over the Constitution, lie, cheat, steal in elections, prevent honest Americans from voting, anything they can do. That's what they do. That is the Republican Party. It's lost its way, baby. There's no Republicans. It's a Trump party. They're Trumpers. And that's the name of their party, Trumpers. They're blind to anything except the glorious leader. And I don't want a glorious leader, baby. Our Constitution lays it out. January 20th, 2021, we have a president sworn in, regardless of whether somebody wants it or not. And that's the way it's going to be. But that's the game he's playing, and that's what he's laying out for his little cockroaches. That's the message he is sending those little minions over there on Breitbart who tune in, the little white supremacist Klan members and all that shit. All the deplorables, the xenophobe, everybody in the basket. That's who he's talking to, baby. He's not talking to you. He's not talking to me. We're the evil Democrats, baby. We're the evil, wild. We kill babies as soon as they come out of the mother's womb and stab them and all. That's what he makes it out to be. That's what old Sarah Sanders was up there on the podium at the White House saying. That's what he says. Democrats are a party that hate Jews, are anti-Semitic, kill babies when they come, all sorts of evil shit that he continues to spew at his mouth in the most hateful way possible. American ideals? I don't think so, baby. And I want mine back. Anyway, yeah, Beto O'Rourke got into the race. How you like that shit?
I gotta, when it comes to that, we need to be clear here. I am still going to listen to every single candidate because I want to hear everybody. I really do.
I do.
But I would be lying if I said I wasn't fucking stoked.
Because we've been to listen to him.
Yes.
We've been in person to watch him speak, and that makes a big difference. Now, here's what I'm with Beto, baby. Here's what Beto said today. Beto said that he is tossing his hat into this ring, but that whoever wins, whoever rises to the top, that is who our party needs to get behind. We don't need anybody breaking off and saying, if my man doesn't win or my woman isn't up there, if it isn't a female, if it isn't this guy, if it isn't that guy, then I'm not bullshit. We all, and one by one, as those peel off, because we have a big field, they need to get behind the party. maybe not select another candidate because, hell, they might be wrong, and then that would be, devastating to their career. We don't need people worried about their career. We need people worried about our country. We have enough people up there in the House and the Senate that worry about their career. That's why term limits would be great, but that ain't happening because those are the people that vote on that shit. But and they're not going to vote themselves out of a job. Give themselves a pay raise, you bet your ass they will. But, again, that's why your voice is so important. Is there anybody out there?
Oh, if you look at the comments, there's plenty of people out there.
Well, I meant in to join us on the chat tonight.
I don't know. Let's see.
I did not contact anybody to say, hey, because it was a very hectic day, and by the time I got home and got ready, I even got my beard, got my oil in my beard, and that stuff smells good. I like it. Travis keeps telling me it's healthy for your beard, Dad.
It really is.
That just makes me look more pretty.
So
that's what it is.
I haven't had time to talk to the Skype chat today, so I'm going to turn on Skype,
it, baby.
And we're going to do a roll call. Who's with us tonight?
Who's out there tonight?
How's it going, John?
Hey, Dennis, is that you?
How you doing?
I'm doing fine, buddy. I thought you was going to be late or something. Oh, hell, we're already 15 minutes in, buddy.
Till sundown.
I'm sorry. I rattled my mouth on, man. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Good. I'm glad you're in the
All this news coming out today, I don't know.
What of the day?
Where do you start?
Yeah, where do you start? The one that really pissed me off. Well, each one of them did until I got to the one to the Breitbart. And then you see what he's doing. You know.
I called it last week when the show went off the air. He's going to use this thug tactics and to scare people.
Yeah, that's his thing. You know.
Yeah, we had a whole conversation about that kind of thing last time. And who was this? Who's this?
There's Beto. Speaking of Beto,
Filthy Mouth Liberal donated $5. Go get him, brother.
Thank you, Andy. Appreciate that very much. And before I get too far, that reminds me, I want to give a shout out and a big thank you to somebody who helped us out today, because if they didn't help us out today, well, we just wouldn't be live tonight because there wouldn't be no internet. So I want to give a big shout out to my brother Andy out in Tennessee, who came through when things got tight and we paid the bill. And there you go, we're back up. My brother, I thank you very much. It's not the first time he's ever helped me out, and like he always says, that's what brothers are for, and he knows I'm always here for him. So I wanted to just give a big shout out for that. Thank you very much. And anyway, thank you, Andy, for that. I appreciate it very much, buddy. It goes a long way, these donations, they do.
Yep, they do.
There's a few people that aren't at the news, and they're looking to you here, John.
I don't know about news, but they're damn sure getting my opinion on the news. That really pissed me off, Dennis. That's excuse me. I feel a cough coming on.
It's who he is. He's a mob boss. That's exactly what he is.
That's exactly what he's trying to be. Yeah, ain't that surprising? They had a mob story in the news today, didn't they? Some wacko got whacked. Yeah. Some mobster got whacked today.
And really quick, who else is in the chat with us tonight?
David Everett.
David Everett. Hey, up in Washington. How you doing, buddy?
Doing fine. How about yourself, John?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Hanging in there.
Good. Good.
What did you think about the news today?
It was a plateful. That's
I mean,
for sure.
to tell you.
And none of it was good.
Oh,
it all tasted like shit.
Magda Archibald? Magda Archibald? I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. Donated $5 through Super Chat. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it very much, darling. That, like I said, those little donations, they go a long, long way. And and trying to keep this thing going sometimes. I wish I could turn around the camera because Travis put up a neat little what do you call that thing?
It's nothing.
Yeah,
it's an umbrella. It's a freaking diffuser. It makes you look pretty.
It's a diffuser that goes over the light that's on the stand. And now I got a boom. This is starting to look like, this is a bedroom in my house, baby. I get so impressed when I walk in here. And it's like, oh wow, look at that. You got an umbrella for that thing? And he said it makes me look prettier. So I'm all for that shit. Anything that makes this mud fence look any better, baby. I'm all for it. But,
and I believe we got Sparky in the chat tonight.
Hey, Spark.
Yeah, I'm here. I was doing other things, and I heard the ringing on my computer in this room, and
Well,
come in here and said, "Oh shit, I forgot.
you.
I got so carried away with the news with Beto today and other stuff."
And
And the sun was out. It's just a
same here. The
beautiful
sun
day
was
here.
out today. It was a beautiful day. Yesterday we hit 93 here yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't notice the temperature today. I was too busy yet to look, but it was pretty damn warm. But tomorrow, I understand it's going to be colder.
Yeah, it's Texas
Down
bullshit
to
for you.
60s, buddy. We're going to be freezing. But it was a sunny day.
Well,
so
I'm going to be happy it's going to be 70 tomorrow.
there you
That
go.
sounds wonderful.
That's a good well, that's good temperature. My wife said, 70 is perfect. I'm more of an 80 to 90 kind of guy. I like it 90. If it's hot, baby, where I'm sweating, I've always said that's the key to my longevity. I've sweated all my life, baby. I don't mind swinging a hammer, or, melting iron.
Yeah,
Easy.
but when it get warmer, the sun coming out, I'll have more work to do around this place because everything starts growing.
Let's see here really quick. Chuckster 255 says the Democratic candidates need to not put each other down. Just try to win the nomination. And he donated $5 through Super Chat. Thank you so much, and couldn't agree with you more.
That is exactly.
How the hell does that super chat work?
I don't know. I have
YouTube.
no idea, but we sure appreciate you. We sure appreciate you doing that. Well, however you did, I don't know. Travis is the
Oh,
look.
geez. And Capta God donated $5 through PayPal and writes Texas Gal.
Texas gal. There you go,
Thank
baby.
you so much for your.
Thank you. I don't know how Travis does this. You know what my job is? This
It's
is it
on
right here, baby. This is it. To think and to speak. That's it. I was lucky enough to start the camera when he gave me the GoPro when I first started this. Or actually, it was my iPad that I did it with first.
Yep.
And then we hooked up the GoPro to the iPad. And after that, I'm lost, baby. It's up to him.
Anyway, to answer your question,
I
though,
see it working. It says I clicked on it. It says buy and send.
Huh?
It's got me up for $2.
yeah,
Now,
it's
how's it gonna? Where does it know my bank account?
well, you probably have to put it in through Google and YouTube and all that other stuff. But it's basically just a way to donate through the YouTube chat room. So it's a lot easier to do than the links down below. But the links down below also work. So we got, I believe, Patreon and PayPal down in the YouTube description. So
Yes.
we gave multiple ways for people can contribute and help pay the internet bill and all that other good stuff, which is greatly appreciated by everybody tonight. Thank you so very
I
much.
was just talking to my brother, and he was, how do you work on this? Because obviously you don't have enough bandwidth, and that is one of the things that we're working on, because it does take a little bit more money to be able to have the bandwidth, to be able to have the video.
Yeah, we're gonna have our lovely chat come in
I
one
want
of
our
these
chat
days.
to have video. If you want to put your face out there, baby, I don't want to be the only one out here hanging in the wind. I'm pretty, but I ain't that pretty.
I had to turn mine off because our computer just
Yeah.
keeps locking up, so I can't even
He can't
show
turn
my
the
pretty
camera.
mug.
Yeah, he can't turn the camera on over there because it'll.
That's okay though. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
He's
I'm
pretty,
not
though.
I'm not the one that
He's
everybody's
pretty.
here to see, so
Oh,
it's
that's
okay.
me. Look at that shit.
Anyway,
Well, I have to give a credit card number. I can't use PayPal.
Oh well, that's
What? Yeah, you can.
Well, not on this.
well,
super
Sparky,
chat
Sparky,
thing.
you're
okay.
here like
Yeah, the
every
super
night.
chat
You don't
thing.
have
Yeah,
to.
I'm
you-
exploring it.
I don't want you to
Exploring
feel
it. I'm
obligated. I don't want
curious.
anybody to feel obligated that
No,
they have to.
I don't want to give them the credit
Yeah.
card number.
We ask for it, but it's not an obligation. It's yeah. Actually, I'm impressed with how Bob does it, because he has to, because he has a budget every month to
Pay the bill for the.
pay the bill to keep him on live air, and so that's another level there. But I'm not that level. I'm still down here
Is
trying to
he
tread
on-
water, baby.
Is he on like FM radio as well, or is it just internet radio?
Internet radio.
Okay.
Just internet. Just
Yeah.
internet.
I see.
Yeah.
Because I was
Okay.
curious about that. Because
But
like,
he has a slot live every night.
yeah, that's awesome though.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Travis,
Yes, sir.
You can find him on TuneIn. Also.
Yep.
some people are asking about how to donate through the channel. Looks like there's two ways. You can donate through the YouTube. There's like a $sign emoticon right where you're typing. And
Yeah.
then there's a link on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, the YouTube
that's-
description.
See, I
Is
don't
that
even know
the,
that. I don't know. When somebody says,
Streamlabs?
"Well, how do I donate?" It's my son said there's a link down there.
Yeah, if you look
Yeah.
beneath the video, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook or Periscope at the moment, we were not able to put links there. Otherwise, what's going in? Sarge Tech comes back again.
Hey, I
with
remember that guy.
He donated last
he
time
did.
$5 through Super Chat. Humpty Trumpty sat on his wall. Humpty Trumpty had a congressional fall. All the Connies and his friends could not get Trumpty elected in 2020 again.
There you go, baby. That's pretty damn good.
That
I'm gonna give you a bell, buddy. I've got a bell.
That is
here.
the first time you
The
used
first
a
time
bell
I
on
brought-
the stream.
I've had this bell. Look at this. I was. Oh wait.
Yeah, there
It's
you
just
go.
a little one of these ding bell. I was thinking about using it because we've had it, and I had it, and I said, well, I think I ought to do something with that. So I thought,
Oh, you're just copying.
yeah,
trying to
Bob
copy
has a
Bob's
bell.
Cowbell.
Bob has a bell, and Tim Cormal has a bell. And
So
you know,
all the greats have
I
bells.
guess all the big. I'm trying to be, baby. But I was going to use it in the effect of prison cell for one Trump. Bellboy,
Oh, real quick,
cell
guys,
number
I just
496.
noticed,
What's up,
Take
Dennis?
his ass away.
Daniel Cunningham, the guy that did the mic drop comment last Tuesday,
Yes.
Yes.
back in the house on YouTube watching.
Yeah. Oh wait, what about him?
What? Wait.
Oh,
you
he's
lost me.
on YouTube. I just saw him post.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I urge anybody that can do this to do it. I mean, if you have something in your heart to say, baby, I got pissed. I got mad, and you just heard it just a minute ago. That's the result of when I get, are you shitting me? You know, it's just disgusting things that just fly in your face and make you mad. And I, you know, like I said, I'm just pretty enough to turn up. No, I'm not, baby. I didn't give a shit at the moment. I looked pretty rough when this started because I didn't shave. And I really didn't give a shit what I looked like because when this all started, I was just pure pissed. I had people in my face, baby. That's a blue dot in Texas. I'm a blue dot in a very red area. Not all of Corpus is. Got a lot of blue dots, baby. And I see them when I go to town. And it tickles me. But, yeah, out here where I live, baby, it's the other day, Travis, same thing I did. They woke up the other morning to what sound?
Give you a hint.
Yeah.
It's a sound that
Yeah.
most people use to compensate for something very
Yeah, a lot
very
of bang,
insecure
bang, bang,
about.
bang. Jesus
Oh, an
Christ.
AR-15
Oh,
fire?
no, this was something a little bit larger. I think it
Yeah.
was a little bit. Well, they had an AR out there. I could hear that. But they had something, I think a 50 cal. And,
It was very disturbing.
yeah, man.
I live in a building that's metal walls
Yeah,
on
Travis
all
lives
sides, and
yeah.
I was able to hear it down the
He
street.
lives in a tool pusher's house. And if you know what that is in the oil field, baby, it's solid steel, roof, floors, walls, everything. You could drop it off a truck and ain't nothing going to happen to it. Yeah, we woke up to
Isn't
that
your
the other morning.
storm shelter?
Yes, it is. Where he lives, when the weather gets bad, if a hurricane comes, that's where we are.
Let a tree fall on
Let a tree
it.
fall on it. I don't give a shit as long as I got a chainsaw. If it falls on the door, I can go out the. There's like an escape hatch where an old the central air unit was, that we could get out of that way, out of the building. Yeah, I wouldn't give a shit if a tree fell on it. It ain't moving. It ain't gonna get picked up by no high winds, you know. So yeah, that's where he lives.
Whoa, Ashley Abney donated $50 through Super Chat.
Are you
Sink the
shitting
Trump
me?
Humper battleship.
Are you shitting me? Thank you. What was the name?
Ashley Abney.
Ashley Abney, darling.
Boy, that lit up all red on the chat.
Yeah.
Man.
God
Man.
damn. Well, that just
That
covered
just-
the bill for next month.
That pays the bill, baby. Thank you very much. It's not, you know, we're on a tight budget because we still have a family to run here and groceries to buy and all that other kind of stuff. And I've always said that if anything has to go, it's going to have to be the internet because I cannot lose my phone service because I can't go out on the porch and yell 911 and expect anybody to get here. So there's priorities in life, and unfortunately this show is not a high priority when it comes down to a roof over your head and all that other kind of shit that you have to live in. And that's the same life that I live, that y'all live, that damn, too many of this country live in, paycheck to paycheck, baby, and you can't, there's no wiggle room hardly. And that makes it tough. And look at his new budget, baby. He ain't worried about you. So, you know, I don't know. Don't get me off. But we appreciate that, darling, so much. That helps out tremendously, I'll tell you what.
Any amount from
Any
anybody
amount,
is
yeah.
great.
Down to the dollar, baby. We promote The dollar Patreon is what I like to promote because for $1 a month you can support the show, and that's 5 cents a show, baby. Unless I miss a day. I missed yesterday, so.
But technically, you did 2 rants back to back,
cents.
Monday, Tuesday. So even though you missed Wednesday, you still did the rant. But that was not our fault. That was whatever the fuck happened to Facebook the other day.
Yesterday. Anybody know what happened to that?
Both Facebook and Instagram were down, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything that
Travis.
Yes, sir.
Can we get the blue light special for Ashley?
Blue light special? Wait a minute.
Travis said he didn't know if that would work.
Wait.
Because we have, y'all don't really notice. I'll talk while you focus.
Yeah, please do.
You got to do. We had to arrange the I lost my voice. There I am.
Sorry.
See what happens when he walks away?
You redid my desk, so
I redid your desk?
Yes.
We. All right, thank you. We had to make some changes in here to make it more accessible and everything. Oh, that thing just went off, and there's Beto shaking hands, and I can't see the chat. See what happens when you walk away? Get over there.
Okay, give me a second.
I can't see anybody. I can't see anybody who's calling me or he's got that because
David donated $5. Great
Thank
job,
you.
guys. Good vibes from Everett, Washington.
David.
Yes.
David's in the chat, buddy. Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you, buddy.
It's worth more than 5 cents a show, John. Trust me.
Oh, wait. It's right in front of you.
It's what?
It's right in
Oh, well, I don't know that's what you're looking for.
Well, I'm assuming that's going to be our
Let's see if it works. We had to move the whole thing around today, so everything is situated different, although the camera angle is a little different. But actually, the whole thing moved. And
All right, let's see if this comes in. This is for everybody who's contributed tonight and from Evermore and all that other crap. No, that's not it. Wait,
Come on.
Wait, where is it?
Hooked up? Is it hooked up?
It's not working. God, this is what happens when I'm under pressure, guys.
Under
Give me a
pressure.
second.
You got
There it goes.
there we go.
There it goes.
Third
We're flashing,
switch.
baby.
There we go. We're flashing. I'll just leave that on for a few minutes to make up for lost time.
There
so
you go.
y'all continue with this chat.
Yeah. We so appreciate
Hold on.
everybody.
Somebody said no flashing lights.
No
Maybe
flashing
they
lights.
have
See,
Oh, you know what? That's a good point.
it messes up with your.
It messes with me. I can only imagine it can mess with
That's how
everybody
come
else.
I try to position the flashing blue light, which I love, right behind the spider, so you could not only see the spider, but it diffuses that light right into the camera, so it's not a focal point. So yeah.
Can I just bring up something really quick? We have a total of 140 viewers tonight. That's a high number for us normally. So thank you guys so much for coming out tonight.
We appreciate
really
y'all
appreciate
dropping
it.
in, being part of the family, baby, and the family we're trying to grow, and that's
It's growing.
it's growing, baby. It is
Huge.
It's
It's
alive.
It's alive.
It's growing huge.
It has to, baby. We are the voice that's going to save this nation. I mean, not my voice, the voice of our party, our ideals. That's what's going to save this party, man. That's what's going to save this country.
If I can jump in real quick.
Jump in, Dennis.
Jen Morgan is asking how to donate via PayPal, and I think that's the Streamlabs link.
Yeah, that's going to be the Streamlabs link
Yes.
down below. It should. You have to expand the YouTube description. It may just say being streamed from Restream. That's what we use to stream to all the platforms at one time, so everybody gets to watch the show no matter where they are. Down below, you'll probably see. I think I left it as a blue dot next to the link, and you can donate directly from there.
Yeah, there it is.
It's on there.
Yeah, it says
All I know
Streamlabs.
is
Then the reason
PayPal
why
me at Blue Dot in Texas.
Yeah, but if you use the Streamlabs link down below, you get the shout out and the animation and all that
there
other
you
cool
go.
stuff.
Yeah, we want if you donate, we'd love for you to get the animation. Travis did that, man. Where if somebody did something happened, so we all know.
And really quick, because I don't want to just be plugging us all night, but there's one more thing. Even if you are new to the channel or you've been watching us for a while and you haven't clicked that subscribe button, be sure to hit it, because that tells YouTube that people are watching the show and listening to what we're doing. And you will also get a little animation as well, and we'll shout you out and all that.
If you subscribe, another different. I think it's Jenny, my donkey.
Yeah,
pops up.
yeah,
if
it's
you
Jenny.
subscribe, you see You see Jenny, my donkey's head pop up.
Yep.
She'll say thank you, and she's my sweetie. So yeah, we went over 10,000 and hit over 10,180. I think the last time I looked.
Yeah.
So our YouTube thing is growing a lot larger,
Oh,
a
wow.
lot bigger, and it's a mixture. I noticed that in the comments, and man, I can read through those comments. I don't always hit the love and like button, but I try to. But I can glance through a lot of them faster because we get a lot of comments. But we're not all on the same page, baby. There are a lot of us in this group who are for different candidates. That's how come I need y'all know I love Beto. He was down here in Texas. He did a damn good job. We lost to Ted Raphael Cruz, the self-proclaimed booger-eating. What Bob's booger eating?
That really looked hard to say.
Yeah, I know it.
It really is.
It rattles off his mouth like nothing. Ted Cruz, the self-proclaimed booger-eating, the booger-eating self-proclaimed future king of America, something like that. Anyway.
Yeah,
it's not my line, so
you guys.
I don't have it down pat, but I like it. He was he only beat by 3 points. Beto lost to him, and but he had national support. That man did, and I think that support will go a long way. So yeah, I like him. I'm going to listen to him. There are other people I like. I like Joe Biden. Of course, I'm an old guy. I've been around Joe for a long time. He's common sense kind of guy. I like the way he talks. He's made some gas before, but we can't run around and start stabbing each other. That's the worst thing we can do.
John, with Biden, I don't question his patriotism.
No.
There's no question about that.
No.
Was that you? Was that really quick? Was that you in the chat? You know who it is. You know who I'm talking to.
What happened? I seen the thing pop up.
Yeah, the thing popped up.
Who was that?
It's a Mr. Cunningham.
Hey,
That's
Duncan.
Daniel,
Hey,
the one that
Sparky.
did
Hey, Sparky Dunk.
Was
Thank you
that
very
you?
much, buddy.
Was that you?
Huh?
That was you.
No.
No? In that case, there's another Cunningham out there that donated.
yes, that's the guy that donated last week that did the mic drop.
Oh, I'm
comment
sorry.
through The donation.
I'm sorry.
There we go.
There
Okay.
we go. I'm sorry.
We got so many names we're trying to keep up with that you all
I swear.
mix up together sometimes.
Yeah.
We're trying to get better at this, but thank you for the $10 donation through Super
Yes.
Chat. We really appreciate
Really
it.
appreciate that. Yeah, Biden. He's but a lot of people don't like him. He's the old white guy. He's the old white guy in the room. And some people are turned off by that. But as I keep repeating, even with Beto, and that's what Beto said today, we make our pitch. I like Beto because he does not take aim at anybody. Beto speaks what his mission is, what his vision is. That's one of the reasons I like him a lot, is he doesn't spend his time trying to torpedo somebody else. He talks about what he likes and what he thinks what direction we ought to go in. Is he perfect? Oh, hell no, because if he was, we'd nail him to a cross in this country, baby. So, I guess every candidate might have some flaw somewhere, but let that side pick that bone. We don't need to be picking that bone, baby. These are our people. We need a vision for this country. There are more things than just we got to get rid of Donnie. There's a lot more on the table than just getting rid of that man. We have to fix all the shit he screwed up. And so getting rid of him is the first chore. But we have a lot
Real
to
quick,
fight
John,
for. Yeah.
On that donation that Daniel did, it was on behalf of Donna Aston.
Donna
I'm sorry,
Aston?
I messed up your last name. Get Donna.
Oh. Well, Donna, we appreciate it, baby. You got good friends, Donna,
Yeah, for real.
when somebody does that for you. And,
Yeah, no kidding.
Dang. I can't. Somebody eating popcorn?
There we go.
Popcorn sounds pretty good right
Yeah,
now.
it does. I'm telling you, it was a fast day today. My day went quick, but stopped long enough to get pissed off to what I was hearing on the news. But yeah, we got a full field out there, baby.
Pay attention to everybody during the debates and make a formulated decision on who you want to support. But whoever ends up being our candidate,
that's who we vote
that's
for.
who we all need to get behind,
we
because
don't
this is
need
no time for
anybody.
joking around anymore.
No, we don't need anybody that is going to get pissed off and clutch their pearls and say, I ain't going to vote because my candidate didn't get it. We can't do that as a party. We can't do that as Americans. If we want our agenda marched forward, baby, we're the ones that have to carry the banner. So that's what the Republicans do, baby. They don't care how much of a scumbag they are. And Donnie the Dick is the prime example of that. They don't care. They'll all get behind him. And that's what they're doing now. But some of them are splitting, baby. 12 of them today went against the, I'm looking at the camera like I'm fixing to get into a rant.
Go for it.
No,
No,
I got company, baby.
It's a group rant.
Yeah, it's a group
so
rant.
by all means, if anybody wants
somebody
to
else
rant,
want to rant, I'll give you the mic for you. You got it. That's why you're here.
Yeah, like today's been full of shit to like rant. Today's an easy day.
Yeah.
Really,
There's
like
a lot to, you know.
It's also not a good day for high blood pressure, but you know,
Did
it's
y'all see Donnie talking about Beto's hands? Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
The man that plays the accordion every time he talks, and then he's this, and then it's just but that's who he is, man. He accuses you of doing shit that he does to try to draw it away from him. You know, bullshit. Uses his hands.
I don't see Beto grabbing the P though.
No. And Donnie does that a lot. He'll throw that hand signal. I ain't doing it. He throws that hand signal out there when he talks, when he wants to make a point. And it doesn't go unnoticed, baby.
Mussolini.
Yeah.
Yep.
El Duce.
El Duce. That's it. He wants to be a fascist. He wants corporations to run this world. That's what that is. You know, and they worry about socialism. Baby, if you're driving, if you're hurt and injured, and you're in an ambulance driving down the road you're all that. So the ambulance is socialist. The road is socialist. The hospital you're going to is socialist. They demonize that word so much. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean communist socialism or whatever the hell that used to be, whatever they used to. It is democratic socialism, which is what we already have. It is our citizens' money. Then we have a voice on how it's paid, how it's spent. Evidently, Donnie don't think that, though.
No.
Donnie just give me my money or else. Let's see if he does another shutdown over that budget.
It wouldn't be surprising if he did.
No. What did I have written down today? Something about that shit. Oh, no.
You have a lot written down. That's why I was like, are you sure you don't want me to organize that in like printed files?
If somebody got a hold of all my little pad, they think this guy's got a problem. This he's all over the map. And because I try to write everything on a single page of paper, and then I can find something else, and I have to go squeeze it back up here where I was writing, and there ain't enough room, so it ends up looking like, oh, shit, where did all that? But all I have to do is look down there and remember that, I was thinking about the budget today. And, I mean, not the budget, the fight over the emergency declaration.
Oh, yeah.
You know, how our Constitution works, and how Article 1, Section 8 and Section 9 clearly put out that Congress has the purse strings of this country, and they decide how the money's going to be spent. And then I got carried away because there's a note here about the emollients clause, and that's something that he breaks every freaking day since he put his hand on that. Whatever it was, he put his hand on and got swore in. You know, he's been breaking that clause ever since. You know, but as long as he owns the Trump International Hotel right there, and you have foreign dignitaries staying in that hotel, he is breaking the Constitution by accepting money from a foreign state. And emollients, that's come from a Greek word meaning profit, you know, and that's what he's making. He's making a profit off our country. So
right before our eyes.
That's it, right in front of everybody. Do it in plain sight. That's his motto. I mean, his motive, M.O., his modus operandi. Is do it out in front of everybody, lie to everybody to their face so often that it just blends into white noise. Well, you know that's a lie. Well, I don't really care. I like the way he said it. That's that kind of shit, you know. Anyway,
everybody loves drama.
Here's a question for you, John, from the comments. Daniel Cunningham asks, John, how do you recommend defining fascism and use it in discussion to sway individuals towards progressive candidates and policies?
Well,
that's a good question.
I first off, let me preface this by saying, I am not. I am a layman. What I do know is just because I was interested and went and looked. So I'm not like anybody else. I mean, I'm the same as everybody else out there. I have an opinion in a deep set feeling of patriotism, of love for this country. And because I've seen some of the sacrifice that people have given for this country. And so I'm humbled when people ask me questions. Now, that being said, I don't know. Repeat that question again. I got lost. Wait a minute. I had a train of thought right before I started into my preface. What was the question again, Dennis? Oh, it was.
Let me find it again. I have to scroll back.
I'm sorry. I got.
Yeah, Daniel Cunningham.
Something about defying fascism.
Oh, yeah, fascism.
How do you define fascism and use it in discussion to sway individuals toward progressive
You want to see fascism, find out who your senators and your congressmen are investing their money in. Because that's who's making their decisions for them, baby. You find out who's writing our tax codes. Those are the people. That's fascism. That's corporations controlling government. And the more we've seen it go a blast to get rid of regulations for the oil and gas industry or the coal industry or whatever freaking industry and all of a sudden now they're in charge, baby. You think they're interested in you, your ass? That's how come I got so much enjoyment out of Bob's comment when he was talking about capitalism. Yes, we have capitalism. That's what's in this country. But you want to see the worst of it? That's when it becomes fascism, I think. That's when corporations get so greedy. They don't care if they pollute your land, kill your kids, cancer. They don't give a shit about what, baby. It's all about the money. And in this, that's what the Republicans of my part are leaning towards. It's not about anything else. Look what they fight for. The biggest thing they fought for recently has been the tax cut for the rich and wealthy, and it's been well documented. That's exactly where it went. It went to the top 1%. Look who he's put in his government, that top 1%, baby. If you ain't got skin in the game, baby, if you ain't got money, get the hell out. And they're more interested in the profit for their corporations or themselves so they can buy their kid a college or a new yacht or some other bullshit. You think those people are worried about climate change? No. They probably have a bunker built somewhere, or they have a yacht somewhere, like Betsy DeVos got 9, 10, 15, I don't know. She's got them all over the world. Things get hot there, she'll just jump on the boat, baby, and go somewhere. She don't give a shit. And that's what I think is happening and don't get away with thinking that it only lies within that's what I mean and within the Republican Party. It lies within those some of those that they call they use the term I don't even want to say it. Don't think there aren't people on our side who sit up there in the Senate and have a nice cozy conversation with a lobbyist all day long, but you can't get your 2 cents in worth for shit. It happens. And that's why a lot of people are upset that AOC is in there asking questions about shit. Because she is asking questions because she is, what would, who was it today criticized her for, Mama showed me a story. I got to tell you this. Who was that? Pat Robertson. There's a little thing that came up. Huh?
Whoa, from that.
Ms. Linda Henshaw Cram donated $5 through Super Chat with you from Modesto, California.
Modesto.
In the Big Valley.
In
Thank
the
you
Big
so much,
Valley down in
Ms.
Modesto, baby. I haven't been to. Yes, I've been through Modesto. I have driven through Modesto. San Joaquin Valley, baby. Yep. I drive through there when on my travels back and forth between the Bay Area. And we have a new. See, that's what happens when we get a Patreon.
Thank you for subscribing.
I mean, a subscriber.
Yep.
A subscriber and Jenny poked her head up there. That's what I like that.
That's
Travis
cool.
did a good job on that.
Yay.
Damn, there we went again. What was I talking about? Old people, man. See there? We lose our train of thought. Either that or...
We were talking about the Big Valley, and then before that, we were... it's not just old people, it's young people, too. I can't remember right now.
Talking about corruption, and actually, I was reading
yeah,
an article
it's
about once a congressman gets elected, 70% of their time is spent on re-election, and they have to earn an average of 30 to 60 grand per day while in office.
You know, when I can't remember what scandal, it might have been the Blake Flarenthal thing, when the discussion came up about how a congressman spends his day, and a lot of them are in these little closet-looking phone banks calling donors, for a good portion of their day. That's our time. That congressman, that senator is up there on our dime, baby. We pay his salary. But a major part of these people's time is spent with their reelection, baby, because it's not about the people. It's about them. And that's what we have to change. You know, we want the best for everybody. Everybody wants the best for their kid, but we don't want to cheat and get their way into colleges that they didn't earn. What does that instill in them? You know, it means the ends justifies the means. It means if you win, it doesn't matter who you stomp on or whatever else. And we can't have that in our politics. We can't have it in our college system. That shit, you know, if they want to make private colleges like that just, right, if you pay so much you get in, fine, put it on a sign out front. Just let us know who you are. You know, it's pitiful. But I got to watch it. I can get into a rant with just any subject. You don't want me around your house, baby. Somebody say something at the Thanksgiving table. Your crazy uncle say something, I'm going to rant off for 2 hours, baby. Oh, Lord. I did miss my rant yesterday. When I don't do that, it really messes with my day. Because last night I was in bed thinking, shit, I didn't do a rant today. That's pitiful.
We missed it. We missed it, John.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. That gets back to who, you know, this thing, I don't know how it got this big, as big as it is, but what
because
it means,
they let that dumbass in office?
Yeah, well, that's exactly what it is. You want to give Trump credit for anything, it's putting life back into the Democratic Party.
Yes.
You know? And it's growing all the time. I don't care how much that sucker sits up there in his crystal chandelier head, you know, of how great he is. The majority of this country thinks he's just what he is, a stinking lying con man who is out to pick the pocket of every American he can. You know, he doesn't have any agenda for anybody that ain't got a lot of bucks to pay him. So, but that's what our job is, baby. That's what the job is ahead of us now, is to find us the right leader. And every one of us have an opinion on that. And but just keep in mind, baby, we're all pulling on the same rope in the same tug of war. You know, so that's the way it's got to roll. What saith you?
What saith me?
Yeah, what saith you? You answered. You stepped into it.
My subject is the freshman Democrats that are just blowing people away with their
oh yeah,
committee meeting hearings.
Yeah,
like
AFC,
Katie Porter.
Katie Porter. What did she do? I didn't catch her today. What happened? Or what has she done recently?
Grilling the CEO of Wells Fargo the other day.
Oh, Wells Fargo. There's a company.
She knows how to ask.
Yeah.
Were you talking about the calculating interest and he couldn't do it or didn't want to?
No, that was the gal that supposedly Consumer Protection Agency.
Yeah.
Who's running that now?
Boy,
at the end of her, when she was questioning her, she said, "You need to either resign or start doing your job."
Yeah, start doing your job would be a good thing. Resign would probably be a better thing. I did see a clip today of AOC with, who is the finance secretary guy? Old fart.
Wilbur Ross?
Yes, Wilbur Ross.
Oh, I missed that.
Yes, she got after him today, and he, you know, because he made the statement that Donnie and them have covered all, we've done everything legal by the book. We've met all the requirements for, somebody help me out there, something. Oh, to challenge something. Damn it, see, I remember everything except what it was about.
Really quick, we gotta.
Travis could come in if he could play that clip.
Yeah, I wish. I don't have it set up at the moment.
That's what we really need to do.
I want to. Clips. That was the whole point of wanting to do this live show, is we want to be able to reference the source material. But
I really wanted to play this. We need to figure that out.
Well, no, I know how to do it, but we don't have the cables for it, so that's going to be something on the bill. But really quick, let's welcome Andy Paguda to the
Andy.
call.
Hey guys,
how you doing, bub?
I just jumped in here for shits and giggles because I didn't
Well,
have anything
shit and
better to
giggle
do.
away,
You
buddy.
guys are well.
Shit and giggle away.
This
is an open system, baby. We're anybody that pops in, we're here.
I'm just popping, man. That's all there is to
There
it.
you go.
It's almost nap time over here, but you got a hell of a good thing going on tonight. I see a lot of people who are donating to your cause. I see some pretty sizable donations.
I saw you
too,
do
and
that.
We're grateful for that.
Well, we appreciate your donation, baby, and it doesn't matter the size, baby. It really doesn't. And it all goes towards the same direction, and we love everybody that pitches in like that because it helps us pay the bills, and that's basically what it is. I tell them right up front, though, baby, if it's not show equipment like a microphone or something like that or a cable, then it goes to the grocery store sometimes, baby, and that helps just as much because it keeps me breathing.
Wow.
So
Well,
There's 2 more.
You got to keep eating.
you got to eat. We're not
You got to
on a.
fatten up a little bit, John.
Shit, I went to the store the other day over at HEB, and I was going through. I picked up some hamburger meat. Jesus, I'm so tired of hamburger meat. I seen some steaks. Now I can't remember last time I had a really. $2 for 3 of them steaks. And they were the kind of steak I'd like to. I'd like to just. That's good. Shit, not $42 worth.
Muted.
Huh? No, you're not muted.
Who was that?
Randy Corbin.
Randy.
Brother.
I just figured out how to get here.
Well, we're glad you did, buddy. I'm proud of your voice, buddy. You're always using it. I'm proud of that, buddy.
Randy, how the hell are you?
Doing good. Is that Andy?
That is what's left of him, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, buddy, I'm doing pretty good.
Is it cold up there, Andy? I mean, Randy. Is it cold up there, buddy?
It's going down to 31 tonight. We've got about a 40-mile-an-hour breeze up until 10 o'clock tonight.
That's cold. That's cold.
Yeah.
I expect you staying inside, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not going anywhere.
You've had enough snow up there to keep you inside for a while.
Donna Bonacosi reminding you to
we
send
had
her fuck Trump.
rain and got rid of that snow. And now we got no snow, but we still got the cold temperatures.
Yeah.
Randy's in Missouri, but
Yeah.
you can tell if you listen closely enough. You can tell Randy's a Georgia boy. Did you hear that, John?
I didn't know that. Randy, you from Georgia?
Oh, yeah. Born in
Peach
Atlanta,
State, baby.
Georgia.
Atlanta. There you go, baby. There you go. Nice area. I love it. I've only been to Atlanta a few times, passing through at the airport, really.
I used to live in beautiful Whitfield County, Georgia, over there where they make the carpet in Dalton. I loved it over there.
When I was in Slidell, Louisiana, you know what they made there? Creosote poles, buddy. You could smell that shit all.
Hey, John.
Yes, sir.
My dad was born in Glenmore, Louisiana. You know what that is?
Not right off the bat, no. You know what?
It's over close to the Mississippi line.
Oh, okay. North or south?
South.
Okay, that's about around in my area, down there in Slidell in the St. Tammany Parish, down there where I lived. Back in the late 60s, early 70s. Late 60s. Well, I had a short time there anyway because I went off to visit this other place, and they kept me for a little while, and then I came back, so different story.
That place, too.
Yeah, I know that place, too. I know several places in Louisiana. My grandfather he was from Jennings, Louisiana, and I remember going there when I was young, and he owned a fish market. They're right there on his property, a little building where he sold fish, crawfish, and crabs, whatever the hell, shrimp. And my grandma, ooh, Lord, I loved going to her house, man. She could cook, and I could eat. I was a happy man. They had a big old pecan tree right there in the front, and she'd always make pecan pie.
We got to figure out a way to get this group of people together somewhere in a centralized location and have this big-ass cookout.
Oh, man. Can you imagine the food that would be thrown around? Oh, shit.
Do I know?
Why don't we do that at your house? Let's all go. Give me your street address, Andy. We'll be over tomorrow.
I got plenty of dirt. We got plenty of room to have people.
I'm telling you, I'd love to.
But
Mom and
the,
I always.
the one thing I wanted to tell you, and the one reason that I called in particular, is I noticed you guys gave Jenny a bath this week.
Yes, we
Yes,
did.
we
I
did.
washed my
And I
ass up
wanted to
real
speak
pretty.
up on behalf of all the Blue Dots and thank you for washing your ass.
Thank you for washing your ass, buddy. You was stinking up there. I'm telling you,
You
now,
have to
she
keep
needed
track
it.
of that.
She needed it desperately.
And he didn't even use a shiny hiney.
And not even the snow. I ain't going there. I love my ass, but I ain't going there.
There we go.
Yeah, right down into the ditch there, baby. No, I don't want the shiny hiney, but I understand that Bob was in dire need of one, so I don't know. I think somebody ought to, but I better stay away from that because he could get me back.
Oh, God.
Yes, I did. I washed Jenny the other day, and Tyler took a picture of me and Travis out there. She does real good with it. But I have noticed ever since then what I tell you today.
What?
She's running.
Oh, yeah.
She feels good, baby. So
Yes.
she got
She
a
looked
bath.
like she was enjoying it.
And in the last 2 days, when I took her out of the pen this morning to walk her over to put her up in the front yard over there, she has a big, like a half-acre front yard up there. She can run around but she was trotting, and she ain't trotted in a while. So yeah, she's feeling a little
I
sparky.
found out this herd of goats we have over here accepted bathing as Jenny was.
Oh no. We had experience with the goat today.
Yeah, we're not doing that again.
No, we're not doing that again.
He's got plenty of room.
Oh man,
He's got plenty of room, and we don't need to move him.
I told Travis, look, I'm gonna move Jenny, but I told Travis I really want to move the goat because we have two big fenced off areas up there. I don't want to put them back together right now because he gets a little tough with her sometime and butts her and shit. I don't like that. And but since we have two sectioned off front areas up there, actually three, the one he lives in plus the other two, and so we had put Jenny up in the front yard, and then I told Travis, come on, we're going to move Boomer, and we're going to each grab a horn, and it was a high discussion of what? Don't let go of your horn.
Yeah.
Hold on tight because it's no longer a matter of getting scratched. He's got enough horn there and enough power
to stab you.
He will try to stab you. Now
I think it's being impaled when it gets to that.
Yes. He gored my leg. I told the kids I still have a black dot on my inside of my left thigh where he gored me, and that was it hurt.
Yeah.
And
yet we continue to do this stuff.
It's not because he's doing it. I mean, he's trying to. He's a male, and he ain't got no girlfriends around here. He is full of testosterone like you wouldn't believe them things hanging down there. I swear. Man,
hey, John.
Yeah.
But we used to be that way at one time, John, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work now.
Can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
Go to a construction supply place and get a couple of those rebar protectors. You ever seen them?
Those orange netted things?
No, they get pressed down over the rebar. So
okay, to separate.
You don't get gore.
Oh, on the ends. No,
yeah.
I didn't think about that because I put tennis balls on the end of them one time, and holy shit, Jenny went nuts. She wouldn't get that thing away from me. She just wouldn't let that, it scared Jenny, and then he's out there just going nuts, rapping across the fence, and he finally knocked them off. But
but I mean, if you're gonna go move him or something, you stick those things on, and
I might look into. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes, I do. There's a little
orange piece of plastic.
Yep,
and
it protects the end of the rebar.
You stick them over the rebar.
Yep, I know what you're talking about. Yep, I'll have to look. Yeah, it might not be a bad idea when we move because it's getting dangerous, man. And like I said, it ain't because he when he was young, I used to go out there, and as a matter of fact, I posted a video of him. I'd grab him by the horns and push him, and he'd run at me, and I'd grab the horns, and we'd push him away, and he'd just prance around. He's just having a ball.
He's too big for that now.
But now, no. One slip.
Now you have to be. Now you have to be a matador.
Yes, because it's not the butting you have to worry about. He's not trying to butt anymore. He throws his head down, and as soon as them horns clear, he jerks his head back, and whatever's there is going to get jabbed.
Yep.
And
If you bar the door, you're in trouble.
you could be in big. Travis told his mom, "I'm not breathing hard because I'm out of breath. I was breathing hard because I was scared."
Very few times in my life have I felt fear. And every time I move him nowadays, it's fear.
That was me and Travis that did it this morning, and then me and Tyler went and moved him this afternoon, put him back in his pen.
Yeah, they had the fun.
And we had the same discussion, and it's the same thing. Don't let go of your horn, because if you let go of your horn, I'm in trouble. I can't hold. He's big, and he is strong.
We've got one big one down here like that sires about 12 or 13 other ones.
Yeah, well, that's what this thing would probably enjoy. He's been. I got him when he was a baby. You know, because
hell, when I was that goat's age, I enjoyed that too.
Yeah, me too. I'm too old nowadays, man. I look at him and go, I'd move you, but shit, you're trying to kill me. I don't want to go upstairs.
Yeah, we continue to do this. Why do we do that stuff?
I don't know. Well, Travis said it today. But what you said, you love. It's a love-hate relationship. You can hate him all you want. You get mad at him all you. He's family, baby. Yeah. We love him.
It's like when we got him, we got him for a specific reason.
Yeah.
And
because our previous goat
got murdered. We got him because Jenny was lonely and needed a pal.
Yeah.
And that relationship lasted for about a month.
Well, more than that.
I don't know. He was getting pretty.
We've had Boomer for several years now. The first year was
chickens,
fine, I think.
There's a whole different thing with chickens. I could probably keep the entire Blue Dot family in eggs right now.
I miss my chickens. We have an old chicken coop out here that I built, and we used to have. I had like 20 chickens. And for a while there, we got into ordering our chickens online, so we had some really funky-looking chickens out there. I mean, Mama went into some exotic shit, and but they all laid eggs. We'd have green eggs, we'd have brown eggs, we'd have white eggs, we'd have all sorts of eggs out there. And but I'll tell you what, I'm like, Andy, if you didn't have them chickens and you had to go back to buying store-bought eggs, there's a difference, isn't there, buddy?
There is a huge difference, and you do not want store-bought eggs after you've raised your own chickens.
Our chickens, one by one at the time. Now, here lately, we haven't seen any raccoons, but we had a problem with raccoons, and I dug deep under the ground or into the ground to put the fencing to keep them from burrowing in or getting in. But, man, you'd wake up in the morning and go out there, and there's a trail of feathers from the coop all the way down to the river.
Well, now, let's don't piss off the egg industry. The opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of John.
No, I buy them all the time. I'm eating them tomorrow morning. Breakfast is my thing. My wife.
I bought a dozen today.
Yeah, I don't buy a dozen. That's not enough. I got to buy them.
Dozen and a half?
Yeah, 18 packs or whatever they are.
Really quick, can I steal the show for 2 minutes? Because I saw this comment pop up and.
You're kind of running the whole thing. So
no. Well, no, it's just this comment. I couldn't believe it. Someone remembered our conversation from yesterday. From Shawnee Love. By the way, Travis, Buckethead is great, and my nephew, cousin, and I, as well as many loved ones, appreciate guitar specifically. Like that artist and all music. We can go on and on about the arts. I'm going to just say it's cool as hell, not only that y'all remembered that part of the conversation, and it's kind of incredible people know about that artist, but I really love hearing people in many different age groups that are into the arts, whether it be music, and artistry and 2D, mediums like painting or drawing, computer art, doesn't matter. So it's really cool to, we started talking music that night, and there was a lot of artists and a lot of, passionate people who love and appreciate the arts. It's just really cool to see that. So that's a cool comment.
There are Democrats are just like anybody else, I guess. There's a lot of interest in.
Well, I mean, people.
Well, I wouldn't say that because a lot of the Republicans, they don't give a shit. But I can't say that either.
There's a bunch, and no matter where you sit on the left side of the aisle, there is so much diversity here.
Yes.
That it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it comes through in the arts. It really does,
Well, I mean, like, look at the behind you, you got art for a reason. People have to put the time and effort to make these messages look pretty. It's like, it's really cool.
I got frames. I got to buy frames. I got things I want to put in frames. I ain't got a frame. But I got my picture that Thomas Morgan did because I really like that. It shows it's not me, but it's me, baby. That's me in there. And I can see it.
Dollar Tree, John. It's the frame capital of the world.
I agree.
A freaking frame for anything.
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree. I told Mama the other day I need to go to Dollar Tree and get, because there are several things that people have sent me. that are just beautiful artwork. And when they send their artwork, I know what that is, because my buckles that I made, those, I was proud of my buckles. I'm wearing one. Got my initials in them, baby. And I braided that during it. They brought red hot iron, stainless steel, red hot, braided it up, and that's my trade. That's what's my product. And you get Carolee Batson did my donkey in an oyster shell, and it's not only the picture, it's the time she took to do that, and I know what that is. And so yeah, when especially it's hand done, it's the artwork of somebody.
A lot of love went into that.
That's right, baby, and I so appreciate that. When I remember, because I used to make my buckles and go up here and at the four-way stop sign and put my little sign out there, Spider Bend Buckle Company, and just put my little table out there and sit down and have me a drink and wait for somebody to come along.
Yep.
And it would piss me off. How much you want for that buckle? Oh, it's $125, sir. Huh? Are you shitting me? I wouldn't give you $10. Well, get the freak out of here then.
That's an asshole.
It took me a week to make that goddamn thing. Get your shitting ass down the road. Go buy you one down there at Walmart. I'm sure they got one for you, buddy.
Yeah.
I got a freaking letter in the mail the other day. It was just a simple handwritten letter, and if we were on video, I'd show it to you. And it is from a Blue Dot family member and someone who is faithful and always keep in contact with the Filthy Mouth Liberal. But it was nothing more than a handwritten letter, and it meant more to me than a lot of donations I've received and messages and that kind of thing, because
it takes time to write a letter.
Yes, yeah.
She took the time to sit down and write this letter, and she mentioned my family. Yes. She mentioned my wife. Everybody by name. That means something to people.
We've got people like that. Donna Bonacosi, Karen Cormier, Tammy Ames are the three musketeers of the Blue Out family. They call themselves the two ladies, Connie Burnett and Tammy Harrington. I don't have this written down. These are in my head. The people that sent me the shirt today and the cookies, and which I wish the cookies was in here, but
I'll never forget the first time we got a handwritten letter, and it was just like, wow.
Well, when I get to the handwritten letters, Mary Ann McLaughlin, which I just got a letter from her. I usually call them out on my Rant shows. I got a letter from her, and me and Mama were so tickled because Mary Ann has written to us, and that's all it is. It's just letters. But Mary Ann will cover, this time it almost covered the whole month of February. So she'll write and then hold on to that and then write another day and then she'll add all those up into an envelope and send them to us. And I so enjoy reading about her month, about where she works, her I think it's her dad. The roads in her town, dropping her glove and having it. There's just over the years she has written us many times. She does not have to put her name on the envelope. All I have to do is see Royal Oak, Michigan. I know who it's from, and she's been with us a long time. And the letters come, and baby, Paulette Hallbeck, every month she writes to me, and
a lot of you wonderful people in this audience do not know what that means to people who create content for this purpose.
Exactly.
It is beyond anything we ever expected.
It humbles you, buddy. I'm telling you, because some letters I've received, some people will tell you their story, and some of them's heartbreaking, baby. But it shows the courage of what they came through, and to speak of somebody like me or Andy or somebody that they look to as somebody who they can relate to, and man, that just it blows you away.
And by the way, people, thank you
for
doing that. But don't look up to us. Look at us as your
look at yourself.
Yeah, we're all equals here.
We're not, baby. I stress that a lot.
We're not here trying to do the same thing that you're doing.
That's it.
And you can do it too. Seriously, anybody can do this.
And we encourage you to do it.
Yes.
And if you don't want to do your own show, call in here. We'll talk.
Call into anybody who takes in calls.
Yeah, Tim Cormal, Bob Kincaid. They're two of the people that are kind enough to allow me to go on their show and enjoy their voice and their panel. And but that's all it is. It's somebody who speaks their mind, baby. Just say what's in your heart, whether it's on paper,
so
whether you
easy
type
to
a
do.
post, or whether you do it with your voice. Whatever it is that you do it, baby, because it's helping all of us.
It's easy to do, and your voice is so more important than you might think it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
We want to watch you.
Yeah, mine's not that.
Every one of your voices.
Mine's not that important. The only thing that I am is I get, John, you speak my mind. Well, then we're thinking the same thing. We're in that same boat. We're all in this together. That's what old Joe Riddle says on the new news. We're all in this together, baby.
You bet.
And it takes all of us.
I'm going to take a 30-second break, and I'll be back, guys.
All right, buddy.
You got it.
We know. I know. I got to hold it for 2 hours, buddy.
I ain't holding it.
Well, you're not drinking anything.
Yeah, I am. I got my tea here, man. As a matter of fact, a little while ago when I I need a shot glass in here. I had one in here before because I was thinking about taking a shot of that Whistler back there to make sure I don't go into that coughing crap again.
Before we go any further, I just want to. There's a comment that stuck out to me, and I just need to clear something up. Daniel Cunningham writes, Travis, are you calling us too old and linear to know who Buckethead is? We are liberals. We're wildly versed. Here's the thing. No. It's just nobody knows who Buckethead is. Anybody.
If you don't know who Buckethead is, the name is very appropriate. You don't see his face. All you hear is his music because he wears a Kentucky Fried Chicken bucket over his head. And if that's distracting to you, that's too bad because you're missing the show.
You're missing the show and you're missing the music. Don't take his shred guitar for just shred guitar. Listen, my favorite album for just tidbit, I never talk about myself, but favorite album of all time is Electric Tears by Buckethead. It's a solo guitar album that is mellow, and it is a beautiful journey from beginning to end. I highly recommend anyone listen to it. It's great.
I got to say.
I'll stop with that. And also, I agree with Jen Morgan, our chat moderator. Thank you for being out there tonight. She writes simply, support your local artist.
I mean,
amen
to
that.
You can do that, baby. I don't care if your vegetables from the farmer down the road, or an artisan that makes something, or has a specialty or whatever. If you can support those people out there, because they are, baby. Those are the mom and pop organizations. They might be 20 years old or 18, 19, 20, 21, whatever it is. But that's the mom and pops out there, baby. They're trying to make a living by their own hands, and artwork is just, somebody told
buckles that cost $125.
That's right, baby. I put my love, sweat, and tears into every one of them. I used
to
make...
Really quick, let's welcome Joe Riddle from the New News. He's
Joe
with
Riddle
us tonight.
There you go, buddy.
Hey, Joe Riddle.
How you doing?
Hey, Joe.
I just brought you up just a minute ago.
I was perusing Facebook there for a second, and I heard you use my tagline. So
yes, I did. But I gave you credit.
20% fee.
20% fee, baby. Checks in the mail, Joe. Don't worry about it. I was promoting you, buddy. And you're right. Man. We are all in this together. And that's how come we have to go through these primaries. We have to listen to the candidates. And then at the end, we all have to get behind one person. So we're all in this together. So how you been doing, Joe?
Oh, I've been okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys got back to it yet, but you were talking before about Wilbur Ross and AOC.
Yeah.
There was a question about citizenship being on the census.
Yes. Which there's a fight over that, and the Republicans really want that question on the census. Gee, I wonder why, Joe. Do you have any idea why? Do you have any idea why they might want to do that? I'll tell you why, because it's another way to suppress the vote. It's another way to scare people. It makes the count of who lives where in our nation, and that determines a lot of things. It depends on how many people live in your district as to how many the number of congressmen they have in a state, and what areas and all that shit. There are a lot of things that question is designed to do. In their minds, it scares people from filling out the census. The lower the numbers, the fewer. The Republicans think the long game, baby. That's what they're in it for. That's how come that fight is going on. The question doesn't have to be there. The census is who lives in our country, who's here, how many people, how many households, You know, it determines on where a new school goes. It determines where a new ambulance station might be, or something like that. There's a lot of things that the census is used for, and it plays into the Republicans' hands the lower those numbers are. So that's what that is. That's what that's how come they're fighting. And that came originally from what's that old Breitbart guy? The guy's gone now. Used to be his
Milo Yiannopoulos or whatever.
No. Brett Bannon, Steve Bannon. Yeah.
Steve, jeez.
Yep.
Oh my God, I forgot about that guy.
Yeah, Steve Bannon. That's where that question came from. That's the guy that
Campbell
came
from Andy Griffith. That's him right there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, that guy is,
He's still lurking in the shadows.
Yes, he is. He's still out there. He probably hasn't shaved or anything. He's probably wearing the same clothes,
Animated
looking
herpes.
like a. Yeah. Yes. There you go. Touche.
The only thing I can think of when you bring his name up is Otis freaking Campbell for some reason. I don't know why.
Who, Steve Bannon? Yeah. Otis from Andy Griffith?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, tell you, the guy looks this evil
just like him, man.
Yeah, like he just got off a drunk and he don't care.
He's spending a lot of time in Europe right now.
Yeah, he is. He's over there
up their elections.
Yep. Trying to stir up that good old nationalism, man. Just, need to kick out all these foreigners. That kind of bullshit. That's what his game is, man. He's, in my opinion, a white nationalist. He tries to say nationalist, but he just doesn't want to admit that it's the white nationalist part. And he can kiss my ass. It's.
Well, I think we can collectively give him a whole lot of ass to kiss.
Yeah, I'd offer mine up anytime. Like I say, not on the right cheek, not on the left cheek, but deep in the groove. That's right,
just
baby.
right in a sweet spot, baby. That's the way you got to do it.
That's right. Kiss it deep. And that's the game that's the game that played. That's the party they've become. Is this whole just anti-education, anti-voter, anti-American? That's what I call it. They call themselves patriots. Yes, patriots, my ass. Freedom Caucus, my ass. They're watching this man stomp on our Constitution every day, and they don't stand up. That's ridiculous. They show who they are.
If they had any authority whatsoever, if they had any real authority, we'd all be in jail right now.
Oh yeah, that's if Donnie had his way, baby. I'm sure I'd be locked up.
Oh,
that's coming. Make no qualms about it. That's coming.
But there's got to be a line, and I get reinforced every once in a while. And today was one of those days because of the vote of 420 to nothing, a full majority that voted to make the Mueller Report public in the House. And that shows you that, there are still people that want to see the truth come out. And, of course, I think they were pushed up against the wall. What are they going to say?
Yeah.
Why would we not want to know what is in this report? Jesus Christ, we paid for it.
That's it, baby. It's our dime out there.
It's our money. Why would we want to know what's there?
Yeah.
It's
ours.
I agree. If you want
against that, their career would have been over.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what they're in there for, to save their
as much
career.
As they charge me this year on income tax, I deserve to know a little something.
Shit, yeah.
I'll tell you what. If Bill Barr doesn't release it at this point, that's going to speak volumes for.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will, Joe. And it'll tell us where he is.
To release it, Joe, because he's got his nose about 4 feet up Trump's ass. Yeah. And I think he's going to push back on that, but it could happen.
He's going to have no choice. The question is McConnell going to put it to a vote in the Senate?
No.
I don't trust him.
He's already said he won't.
Yeah.
No, he'll block it at every turn.
Absolutely.
So the universal voice of our nation needs to get louder, because this is something that can't be swept on the table. If we don't get that full report, the answers will not be given to the American people. And what are we supposed to do with that?
No.
That is what this very thing we're doing right now, what you're doing right now, what all these other guys are out there doing. That's why this is so incredibly important.
And, those Republican talking heads, they come. Well, the American people aren't interested in this. They're just interested in the economy. And bullshit, baby. Are you shitting me? Everybody's interested in this crap. Because we have a right to know. Is our president a crook? Isn't that what we said back during Nixon? Well, people
Well,
have
that's
a right
all right.
to know if their
We
president is a crook.
know that to be the case.
Yeah, and Nixon, I am not a crook. We turned out he was. Well, bullshit. How about that? And the same
Well,
thing's going to happen
thankfully,
here.
he's a dead crook now.
Yeah. Oh, I seen their.
You know how I know we're gonna get it?
Huh.
Cory Booker's gonna release it.
They'll be. Yeah, Cory Booker will probably
He'll
be the one.
leak it. He'll
Yeah.
Oh
leak it.
yeah.
Yeah.
There will be major leagues.
I don't think there's going to be. There's not. Somebody's going to walk out of that from seeing it and come out and talking their mouth off. Either that, or they'll subpoena Mueller into the House, baby, in public. If it push comes to shove, let's do that. Let's subpoena his ass in there in public and have a
And
conversation.
like a fart in a diving helmet.
Yeah. Open session.
Yes, open session. I don't want nothing behind the closed doors. We need to know. We need to know. And because I think, and as long as I think he's a Russian agent, as long as I think somebody's paying him to do everything, then that's a problem. Convince me you're not. And by lying your ass off and hiding everything from your school grades to your taxes ain't the way to do it, baby.
But he doesn't see the fact that he's burdened with that, though.
No.
He doesn't think he is under any obligation whatsoever to prove any of that.
No, because actually, that's the same attitude the people that paid their kids into college have. The laws don't append to me. I have money, baby. I can pay my way through.
Yep.
It pissed me off again today. Who was that just went in front of the court? Oh, Roger Stone. Roger Stone. Yep, November. We're going to go to trial in November. Are you shitting me? The wheels of justice turn mighty slow for people with money. If you can hire a team of lawyers, baby, that wheel will slow down to damn near nothing.
Yeah.
And all that time, you sit out there and have yourself a ball. It's the working man out here that you do something wrong, baby, your ass going to jail.
Did the judge continue with the gag order?
Yes. Yeah. Judge continued with. I was surprised she didn't put his ass in jail for this last thing with the book thing. Because he came out and wrote a new preface to it, and that's just spreading more of his shit. He thinks he can get away with anything. But now we got to wait till November. Son of a bitch, are you shitting me? November? How about next week? We've been listening to this shit for a while. But the wheels of justice turn slow, I guess, for some.
If you have money.
If you've got money. Yeah. But it's, like I said, it's always happened. It's always been there. We've just had a face put on it. They've been caught. Here it is, the evidence. Here's the photographs with the photoshopped face and all that crap. And it brings it out and it disgusts us. No more than it did before, but now it's visible for everybody to see, and it holds a mirror up to what some people in this country feel is more important. Because what is it teaching those kids? It's teaching them something college isn't going to teach them. That's not what college is there for.
It's no secret that this has been going on for a while, and that's how Trump got into Wharton.
Oh yeah,
it wasn't.
That's how he graduated too, baby.
It was
Prove me
based on
wrong.
the dollar sign.
Yeah, his daddy paid for that shit. Daddy paid for his not only his education but for his diploma. And like I always say, if I was the Wharton School of Finance, I'd sue for defamation.
Yeah,
Look at this ignorant
Dad
ass.
didn't make a good investment.
No,
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. And you see it in Ivanka. You see it in his kids. Privilege, baby. She got him out of school. Vice president of Trump organization. Look at my daughter. Ain't she just whiz at this shit? No, she's not. It's a bunch of con, just like everything else he did. It's a con. Jared Kushner, they're investigating now how he got in. His daddy, to get his ass into, what was it? I had it written down somewhere. I can't remember right now. Oh, it might be right there. Harvard. He graduated in 1990. His daddy paid $2.5 million to get his ass into Harvard. He paid $250,000 per year until he graduated. So, that's how Kushner got into Harvard. So does that make me confident in his ability? No, it didn't change my mind. I knew it when I seen him. He's a spoiled little brat that was born with a silver spoon up his ass. You know,
didn't those celebrity guys get in for a lot less than $250,000 a year?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, how
But one of them.
to pay that kind of money?
Oh yeah. Well, one of them paid $6.5 million. And what was it? Old Colbert said or something. How dumb do your kid have to be that you have to pay $6.5 million for this ass to get into college? That kid is pretty stupid, and I don't know him, but man, if I was that kid, I'd be slapping my daddy left and right.
I would have just.
Why didn't you just give me the $6.5 million, Dad? Because he would have pissed it away. That's why.
$6.5 million. Go make something of yourself.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have. They would have went and pissed it off.
Paid $250,000 to get me in the Army and out of his damn house.
Yeah.
That was what that amounted to.
Yeah. Not the fortunate son, baby. I don't think anybody listening here is the fortunate son or daughter, for that matter. Creedence Clearwater Revival, baby. You know, it's been around a long time. That song.
As long as none of you are named Kushner, we're in good shape.
Yeah. But
I had in the list to avoid the draft.
Yeah. Oh, I joined the Navy. I didn't want to get drafted, baby. The draft was going on. I mean, you know, it was your number that came up. Look how many people in this country that gave up their lives because of that, because of Donnie who fought his way out. Just like anything else that they do, they buy their way out. They don't have to face the consequences. They don't have to fight for this country.
I got bone spurs, John. Can I lay out of work tomorrow?
Sure, buddy. Take the day off. With pay, with pay. Go ahead. You know, if you need 2 or 3, just go ahead.
I hate it because I got to get up to noon and all that kind of stuff and go. It's terrible.
Yeah. Well, I saw it when I worked for the Army, nepotism and favoritism. You know, a lot of jobs that I saw that came open, it wasn't the best guy that got the job. It was the best guy that sucked up to the supervisor. That's who got the job, you know, and I wasn't that guy. As a matter of fact, I bucked my division chief because I caught my division chief signing my name on an inspection. He signed a piece of paper saying that this aircraft part, this integral part of the engine was inspected and it's okay. There, John signed off on it. I wasn't there. Now, it was never proven that it was him that did it, but that's the word that was in the shop. Well, you know, the division chief signed it. What are we supposed to do? You know, I'll tell you what you do. You call a meeting. I was a union steward. Call a meeting, baby. And so, although I could not directly accuse him, I sat in that meeting and saying, well, I don't know who signed it, sir, because now at this point we're talking up to level. I can't remember who it was, but whoever signed my name, whoever that is a low-down stinking scumbag who one day is going to put a pilot's life in trouble. And I just went on and on about how low life this is and how it demeans the process of inspections throughout an aircraft, and when you're dealing with other people's life. I just laid it on thick, baby, and everybody in that room knew who I was talking about. You know, so what is that?
Did he ever crack under pressure?
No.
Asshole.
But he knew. Everybody in that room knew, but nobody would say the word because he had denied it. You know? And I had no proof that he did, other than people that would not come forward.
Yeah.
You know, it's called diplomacy. Doing and saying the nastiest things in the nicest way possible. That's what I did to him. And although I didn't, I got justification because I proved it was not my signature. Because there was a problem with the part. That's how come it came up. And that's the exact argument I was making. You know.
Wait, what was that, Chat?
Huh?
I was just saying, I think that might be kind of like telling somebody to go to hell and making them look forward to the trip.
Yeah. Get me the hell out of here. Yeah.
Man, there is a lot of Biden Beto love in the chat tonight.
Biden Beto. I like Biden. I like Joe. I like Beto. That's how come I say, yes, I'm behind Beto. I like Beto. I've been there. I've listened to him. I'm motivated by him. I like him. And
I can.
But I'm not blind.
His homework. Because hopefully he's going to be doing his homework once he gets up there against Trump. Number one, it'll be a bloodbath.
Yeah.
And so far he's been about the wall and about legalizing pot and education, some really great things, but there are larger issues that he better have his shit together.
He better. Yes, that's how come I'm saying I am not just sitting here blindly saying I'm voting for Beto. Beto or nobody. I'm not doing that. I'm voting for who the person is that wins our Democratic nomination.
And the good thing is what he said. You know,
That's what,
whoever gets the final spot on the podium, you know, whoever the Democratic nominee is going to be, he's going to automatically get behind him.
Yes, that's what he started. That's how Beto started his thing today.
Anybody that can get that orange son of a bitch out of office.
I won't lie to you. I won't lie. I'm kind of disappointed he didn't try to stay here in Texas and try to turn the state blue.
With Carney?
Yes, I would have liked to seen him try to take his seat here in the Senate in Texas. But I said it back when I first saw him at his rallies here in Texas. That man is destined for big things. He speaks to the passion of a future for everybody, and that everybody, you know, he starts his thing by telling everybody he doesn't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. He doesn't care what color you are, what religion you are, or anything. And we saw a lot of people here in Texas running around with Republicans for Beto's T-shirts.
Yeah,
you know,
yes, sir,
he did speak to a lot of people. And
the man is inspirational.
Yes, he is very inspirational. You will walk away from one of his.
Have you seen his website?
Yes. I haven't looked here. I got a message today from one of the campaign. At least they remember I'm still here. That tickled me to death, baby.
It's got one of his sweaty pictures up there, and it says,
"Oh yeah,
Beto,
he's good at that."
His sign, Beto 2020, is Beto for America. You know, where the date, like your 2016 deal on your 2018,
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
your Beto sign.
Yeah.
You were going to put Beto 2020.
Yeah.
You got to put Beto for America.
For America, that's what I'll have to change it to. Yeah, he is very inspirational, and he is very social media savvy. You know, he makes a game out of how much gas it goes in, and this is one thing about Beto. I'm going to tell you right up front. He hits as many places as he can. In the state of Texas, when he ran here, he came to every little town in every corner of this state, and this is a big state, baby.
All 254 of them.
Yes, he traveled and talked in little places and shops that were 80% Republican. He didn't care because he was speaking to everybody. So yeah, I cannot hide the fact that I like Beto O'Rourke, but I like Joe Biden, and I like several other people.
Yeah,
but
we got a lot of great candidates running. It is a wonderful time and a wonderful variety. You know, even if you favor one over the other, you know, it's always wise to listen, make evaluated decision on who you pick. Yeah. But again, the biggest point of this entire conversation is whoever gets it is going to be your person. Because either that or we're going to get Trump, or if Trump is out of it, we're going to get Pence. And honestly, Pence is, to me, just as bad as Trump.
So, well, do you think Trump is going to get rid of Pence prior to the election and take on Nikki Haley, for example?
I don't know.
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't know.
There's a rumor out there that Trump's going to kick Pence off and put Nikki Haley in as
that's not out of the question, because look who he's gotten rid of everybody. I mean, the turnover rate.
No, I mean if he runs for president in 2020.
Going to kick rid of Pence. Well, you know why?
May just be a shit house.
Can you run for president from jail? If you're in prison, can you technically run for president?
Yeah, can you
no, but you can get a degree. Maybe Trump can get
cell
a degree.
19.
Back to Beto. I wonder if he's got the gang back together. If he's got Chris and Cynthia to.
I'm sure.
I'm
sure he's got a.
Yes.
Yeah. These people
if they start doing Facebook Live videos on the road again, like they did,
I'm hoping for that.
That's who he. You know, like I say,
he's going to take off like crazy.
He would be live on Facebook, pull up to the gas pump, and have a discussion with everybody about how much gas is going. Who's going to guess how much money it's going to take to fill up the van, and that would be like, okay, that's how much you could donate. You know, that's how much fill up of this van, and the metaphor of that. That's how a campaign is fueled, baby. One gas tank.
And then he'd pull up a gas station and he'd get people that stop and ask.
He'd go in there and talk to him. Yeah, isn't that great? I think that's great. That's how
Let
every
Beto pull up
candidate
to a
should
gas
run.
pump in my town. I'll fill up every damn
Yeah,
car in the
can you
caravan.
imagine? Can you imagine
Same.
Trump going out there and just walking around going, "Hey, how y'all doing? What do you think of the job I'm doing? Oh Lord, I wish he'd come here and ask me that shit. I'd give him a freaking earful. You would. I'd be. Who was that guy?
Don't worry, I'll have cameras standing by. I'll make sure to get you guys a front row seat to that.
Hey, guys. There's one thing I got to say about Beto. I think that he was a real stand-up candidate. That regardless of the odds, and there were plenty of setbacks that I saw on some of his Facebook Live videos, and he still stuck with it. And I'm on Twitter right now, and there's a guy named T. who's got this comment about an uprising by Trump voters could be easily stopped by a light rain or a Honey Boo Boo marathon.
Honey Boo Boo marathon. They're all on
that's
TV. Wait a minute, honey. I gotta finish watching this one.
T-Pain does some good shit.
Yes, yeah, T-Pain. Yeah, I've seen him on Twitter. There's a lot on Twitter.
I've seen him on Facebook.
Yeah, I should tweet more.
You really should. That's how
I
you
really
get.
should.
I've left Facebook pretty much for Twitter just because I got tired of
I
their
should
bullshit.
tweet more. I should because it's an easy way to get your.
Well, it's it's
quick
easier to
comment out.
Well, not just that, you get in touch with these people.
Yeah.
Like my few months being on Twitter, I've already talked to individuals that influence my life, and it's pretty neat. So, you can probably start talking to some of these people that we've been paying attention to, and also give the critiques that you so really want to fuel the fire in the comment section of some of their tweets.
And you can get away with a whole lot more nasty shit on Twitter than you ever could with Facebook.
Yep.
Let me assure you.
Diplomacy.
Anyway. Yeah, no, you really should. We need to get your Twitter set up to where you actually use it.
You got your brain in the gutter there?
Me?
Nasty? Who's nasty? Andy?
Oh, Andy.
No, I live in the gutter. This is where I reside.
Filthy mouth liberal, buddy. That's Andy.
I've read some of your stuff, Andy. It's not safe for work or children.
Hey, you got to speak your mind, baby. That's what it is.
Well, I probably go a little bit overboard in that department, but I do the best I can.
I used to tweet back to him every once in a while, but basically it boiled down to shut the hell up, you idiot. Can't wait till they get your ass out. Comments like that, because my emotions come through. When I sit down to write, I like to try to clear my head and think about my position and then write it out to where it makes, at least where it can be articulated well.
Before you go any further, I want to ask the chat something in exactly relations to what you're just saying. So Dad's writing is completely different than his rants.
No,
and
nothing, not the same.
Not saying this in a bad way, but you would almost think it's a completely different person. So chat, I've been trying to recommend this idea to my dad for a very long time because he doesn't like doing scripted videos, which makes sense. Your rants should never be scripted.
I can't do that.
But would you guys because if you're not on Facebook, you're not going to see half these things he's posting. Would you guys like to see maybe every so often, a few weeks or so, we do a scripted video where you actually read a monologue that you wrote and people on YouTube can watch it and, hear you out. You did it one time. But that's only one time. So chat, just let us know if that's something you would watch. And if it is or isn't, and panel, if you got some feedback, please say it, because anything that I say to Dad, he's like, I don't know. It's not that, I don't know.
Well, when I do my rants, it really does come through, I have notes written down, but it comes from the emotion of my heart. It comes from the anger or the degree of pissed offness that I am, or whatever that brings it out. When I write, I try to slow down a little bit and put my heart into it and in my brain. So yeah, a lot of people.
Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I write different than I sound.
Wait.
Really
Let Dennis come in.
I think that John speaks better off the cuff because his passion is in it.
I'm going to
people watch him.
Yeah.
And if he has to can his passion and read it like a greeting card, I mean, people will watch it, but I think they like the spark. They like to see him.
It's kind of like holding a fart in for an extended period of time. It can be done, but it can't be done comfortably.
Yeah, it's like bottling lightning.
Well, the only thing I'm afraid of, somebody sees my video and go, "Hey, did you see that idiot in the cowboy hat racking off over there?" How much sense you think that old boy's got? I got plenty, baby. And when I stop to sit down and slow down, I could debate your ass off, but in the moment of a rant or on the show here, you know, it's the emotion.
Now, don't get me wrong, John. I've done this broadcasting thing for nearly 40 years.
Yeah.
And a script is good in a particular situation, but it isn't always the best way to approach it.
Exactly.
Well, you know, the one thing that it would give me is if I write something, I could read it in the voice and in the emotion that it's meant to be in.
Yeah, I'm not talking about making a scripted video. It's just like these awesome, you know, monologues that you write on Facebook would make excellent videos for people to share and hear your words of wisdom, not just your words.
Wisdom, baby, I got wisdom.
How much would it cost to get Morgan Freeman to read them?
Oh my God!
There you go. There you go. Get it.
If only I could do a Morgan Freeman voice.
I'm wondering.
Morgan Freeman.
I try to touch on what should be what I feel within all of us, and that is a deep respect and a deep love for this country and the values that it was founded on. The paper that we point to and say that piece of paper gives me the right to be an American and to be treated like one. And there are so many people in this country that work against that don't think that this person or that person, because of who they love or what color they are or what gender they are or some other bullshit asterisk kind of crap that they come up with, tries to diminish those people into to what it means to be an American, and that saddens my heart. And I know that within the hearts of everyone listening here, because if you're listening to this show, if you're listening to me, and you're listening to Andy and everybody else that raises their voice, then you have a deep concern for your country. And I'm proud of you for that. It is what we should all do. We need to grab hold of the title of patriots and what it means to be an American.
And if you have listened to this show tonight for this long, damn it, you are dedicated. And we love you.
Look at all the shit you put up with this guy. You know, if you're hanging on this long, baby, we appreciate it for one, but we know your heart is there, baby.
Yeah, see, actually,
and you're concerned.
Andy brought up a good point because, we were maxing out at 160 at some point, and we've never dipped down under 100 to my knowledge. So this has been a really great night.
It is. I like to have a good
I'm
conversation.
YouTube right now, Travis, and I'm looking at 64. I don't know who's on Facebook.
Yeah. The counter I'm looking at combines all the platforms that we're streaming to, which is YouTube, Facebook, and
my producer over there does that. See, I can say that now. It's
There's
not
a little.
just my
If
son,
you look,
he's my producer.
If you look down here, you can see that little number, that little itty bitty thing with the eyeball next to it. That's how you can tell.
That's the key words, though. That little itty bitty thing. You think I can see that from here?
No.
No,
of course not. I'm just letting you know it
looks like a blur down there.
John's just the talent.
That's me. I'm just the mouth, baby. That's all I am. Just like everybody else's mouth.
I really am starting to think of.
It's the space, baby. It's what it is.
I'm really starting to think though of fucking Morgan Freeman reading John's rants.
Hey, I got another one for you, Travis. I know, aren't you guys all? You guys are all pretty much Rolling Stones fans, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for most part, yeah.
Okay, I just came across this on Facebook. I think it's funny as hell. It says Trump's threatening another Altamont unless Dems show more sympathy for the doofus.
Crying in the mud.
Drowned down there, man.
God damn it.
We got to watch this shit, though.
Yeah. Whip out the pool cues.
Yeah.
Well, you can't have Altamont without the Rolling Stones.
That's right.
Good music. We better watch it. We're about to get back into a music chat.
What kind of world we're leaving for Keith Richards? Really? I mean, think about it, guys.
Keith Richards?
Wait, what about Keith Richards?
Who's taking the time to think about all the crazy shit we're doing? What kind of world are we going to leave for Keith Richards? Because that's
really. Keith Richards, he'll probably be around then too.
He's totally behind the Green New Deal because he'll be the only one of us left.
yeah, that's it. He's hanging on. I swear that man's going to live forever.
I think the only thing
that he knows about is Ginsburg. I hope they both hang on, baby.
Green shit that Tommy Chong is thinking about right now.
Tommy Chong's in the chat. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Tommy Chong's always here, buddy.
Is Tommy Tommy called me. I
here.
haven't heard from you in 2 months, man.
Oh, they're just saying I sound like Tommy Chung.
I thought the real freaking Tommy Chung was in here, but you can call me too. I don't care.
I'm sorry. I think you do, Sparky. I
Sparky's not
take it
here,
as a
man.
compliment, buddy.
Sparky's
Yeah.
not here.
Great job.
Dave's not here, man.
Dave's not here, man.
You do sound a lot like Tommy. I'll give him that.
That's us. I'm telling you.
And that is, of course,
enjoy it.
that's of course out of love because
It
we
is.
love Tommy
It
Chung.
is.
That is like the ultimate compliment. Yeah.
Because I get to talk to some of our Blue Dots across the country, and the accents just tickle me to death. It's just another indicator of what a grand country we have. You know, my mother was from Boston. You know, people who parked a car over there by the park.
No accent, John. I'm from North
Go up
damn
to the
Carolina.
park. That was my mother. You know, she grew up right on I think it's Fenway Park, the Green Monster or something. The wall on Fenway Park, the road that's right behind that wall.
I've seen a few green monsters up that way, but we won't go into that.
But we're waiting for him down here, baby. It ain't happening yet. But anyway, what else is going on? Love Cheech and Chong. Shawnee loves Cheech and Chong. See, who don't like them?
Got me on green monsters now. I can't think about anything.
Shit. Well, it's a Green New Deal. I'm waiting for a Green New Deal, but
I'm one of the few people alive that say I've actually smoked a big bamboo joint.
I still got the paper, Betty. I still do. I have the album, and it still has
Yeah,
paper
but you
in
don't
it.
have enough pot.
I don't
to
have
put in
anything
it.
to put in it, man. I don't know. We're waiting on a store down here. It's going to be forever. It's going to be right after I die. By the way, marijuana legalized in Texas. Obituary, John Brito kicked the bucket. Are you shitting me? You know, that's what it's going
You
to
want
be.
me to tell that story?
That's another thing that I like about Beto, John, is the thought of expunging the records of people that were arrested only for pot.
Only for pot. Yeah,
I think Beto would take a hit with us if we wanted him to.
Oh, yeah. Well,
he was on Willie Nelson's bus at one point. I mean,
he did a thing with Willie. I don't,
I mean,
I'm not questioning.
Yesterday, if he wanted to.
Yeah. It's
neither could I, but for different reasons.
If you're not on board with marijuana being legalized and decriminalized across this nation by now, then there's
it doesn't matter if you partake or not. There's benefits for it for others.
That's right.
Damn
That's
it.
right. Yeah.
I'm filling my vape right now.
Shut up.
So what are you putting in that vape? I've got to ask you that.
It's a mixture.
A mixture, he says. Is it like oil? Is it oil?
No, it's ground up.
Oh, you have a vape that. There's Kay Allen.
Grinder.
Tonight, and
yeah,
I didn't do it because I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Do you want me to pause the chat?
You want to know all the strains that are in it?
I'm not sure I can handle that. I might not be able to handle the truth. I may pass out. But
well, I got some hippie crippler in there. Some San Fernando Valley OG.
Jesus.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I paused there to read Kay Allen's comment because I haven't seen Kay in a while, and I love Kay Allen. She's out in Washington D.C. out there in the swamp. I like that lady's attitude, and I like her. I like her accent too. I like talking to people. I really do. I've spoken.
Well, hey,
to
Kay, welcome to North Carolina. We're good to have you. We're just glad to have you here.
I've seen lots of pictures of Kay out there when they protest in Washington D.C. She gets out there and right with them, baby, and we're proud of her and her family. So, yeah, I'm just glad to see you out there, Kay. I just want to give you a shout out, darling. Glad to see you.
Also, Wendy Ernstein is in the chat tonight, and she's been with us for a while. She was the one who helped us out with some printing advice for T-shirts way back in the day. Yeah, still friends on Facebook, actually. So, hey, Wendy. I know Val Wood's in here. Hello, Val.
Hello, Val. I know Wendy, too.
I try, it's like...
I get mixed up. Wendy Spalding, too. We have multiple names of people, and it takes me a second for my Rolodex up in my head to go and find the right one.
And I do, and just so for the record, like, I'm always consistently watching the chat. I can't easily type in the chat, and I don't want to interrupt the panel. I do appreciate everybody saying hello to little old me, even though I'm just kind of hiding in the background here. So, hi, everybody.
I want to be able to get him on camera.
Well, I mean, even so, it's still like, you know, y'all are the
goes with that broadband butter shit, whatever.
Travis, you so underrate yourself. You have no idea what you mean to the
Trust me, everybody's told me that it's a bad habit. I don't know how to handle myself when it comes to
He's
that.
good at what he does. He's good at what he does. He's very artistic.
Good at what he does.
You're
very
talking
proud.
about broadband and Beto. That was one of the things that he was running on, right, in Texas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was expanding the broadband in that state.
Yes, absolutely.
There are countries that have free Wi-Fi all over their country, high-speed broadband all over their country. Nobody's paying for shit.
Internet would be very.
It's my understanding right now that Beto is speaking as we speak in Iowa.
Oh, is
so I'm not sure how long people are going to stay with us, but
hey,
that's what I'm
Shedler.
hearing.
I would recommend anybody. I mean, not to put us down, but I mean, like, if I had known Beto was speaking right now, I'd be watching that too.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't blame anybody for going to watch
Mama
anybody
might be out
or
there
anybody right now. You know.
Mama usually
It'll
turns
be
it
on YouTube.
It'll be on YouTube or Facebook. If he's speaking now, it's probably being filmed. I mean, it's live on Facebook or something.
Yeah.
He does that a lot, and my wife watches a lot of it. And so yeah, you know,
I was on several of the
Pass it this way,
Beto
Chuckster.
Facebook pages, and it was just overwhelming how much stuff they were sending out.
It's good.
Yeah. Well,
It's
that's
really
cool.
good. Yeah, someone who is that? Ben. Yeah, Ben writes. Beto is live now in the vehicle, which.
Oh, there you go. He
there
does
you
that
go.
a lot.
He's doing it.
He's doing it.
Oh man, I missed that.
That's what I mean. He is. He's a man.
That's the kind of stuff that's going to get him elected.
Yeah,
that is. You know,
because it really is actually
resonates with people. He's driving. He's driving his car all over the place.
That's the kind of stuff that's going to get us a decent fucking president for
Yeah.
a change. We haven't had one in 2 years.
Yeah, this ain't somebody's riding
What is that
around
you're
in
saying,
some
Dennis?
Read the comment above that one. You skipped right over it.
Hang on, let me see which one. Great work, K. Oh, what? From. Hang on, I gotta get. Yeah, my gosh, Travis sounds like Bradley Cooper.
Oh, look at that. Back you up. Janda, ain't you sweet? You making him feel good. Janda's been with us a long time. Janda's the one that sent us candy.
Oh.
Polish candy. Remember the Polish candy?
Yes, I
That was
do.
Janda.
That was good.
And she's got two wonderful kids. Shit, I know their names. Now I'm putting myself.
They're live
famous.
on Facebook.
I know it. I'm live. Janda and
no, Beto.
Oh, Beto is live. I'm sorry.
Live with Chris and Cynthia. They're talking about the first day in Iowa.
There you go. That's what he does.
Yes.
That's what he does.
Christ, you do sound like Tommy John.
He does. I'm telling you, Andy. I'm telling you, man. It's not just me. If you listen to him, it sounds just like him. He could.
Yes.
He could do a sound stunt man or whatever.
I could smoke a fat boy with you if
No
I had the
shit.
freaking lungs to do it.
And he's over
Well,
there
I don't
sucking on a
Andy,
vape.
how high are you that you just now noticed this?
I beg your pardon?
I said, how high are you that you just now noticed
Oh,
this?
you really don't want to know. It's all a delayed reaction. It takes a while to kick in.
There you go,
I'm
baby.
actually not smoking anything tonight. I've got a cigar, but otherwise I'm in pretty good shape.
Oh man.
I'm not going to tell you what's in my cup.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
That's an entirely different story.
Yes. I've got bourbon and Irish whiskey here.
Yeah, but you're not opening it, and
No, I'm
it kind of
not.
scares me when you have that close to you.
Well, I ain't got a glass or nothing in here right now. I'd just be sucking off the bottle. Hey, look at me, Rick.
It just goes to show you.
Which
got
I have
self-control.
done. If y'all notice, this bourbon is Big House bourbon, and I have. Oh my lord, I can't.
I haven't seen that bottle go down in level, and it's the level in a week, unless you're putting water back.
Damn, I can't hold that up there. My arm won't do it. Yeah.
I'm not trying. Now, John. I'm not trying to.
No,
encourage
this
you to
one.
think.
Of course, I've had this longer than I've had the Irish whiskey, but it got that way because, well, Dennis knows a lot of times when I go down to do my rant, right before I start the rant, Dennis hears this noise. You know what that is?
That's a damn fine noise.
Yes, I know it well.
That's familiar.
Just enough to clear that throat, you know. And then I sing.
Yes, he does.
That's a real man there. No chaser, no nothing. Look at that.
No, baby. Good whiskey deserves one thing: ice. That's it. If I drink it, I prefer it over ice. You know, I have my tea there. I don't. It's not like you sit there and guzzle that shit. You can't do that. You know.
Oh, yes, you can.
Well, you can, but you won't be doing it for long.
You're only going to do it 10 or 15 minutes, and then your ass is going to be out.
I got to admit, nowadays, you know, I'm a teetotaler. I drink a lot of Mama's tea. It's all I drink coffee and tea. That's the two things I drink.
Have you guys ever
Besides,
heard of a soft drink called Sundrop? I drink that a lot.
Sundrop? No, I've never heard of that one.
It was a taste that was born here in North Carolina. And it's a citrus type drink, orange and lemon and a whole mixture of other crap that's citrusy. Yeah. And I drink that. You pour a little vodka in it and it'll work.
Oh, there you go. Like a screwdriver almost.
I'm not much of a vodka guy, but you know, you put a little scotch in it, it's not bad either.
Who was on to the who was talking the other day and they were on to a Bloody Mary? Bloody Mary.
I'm not sure.
No, I don't think it was on the show. I'm talking about in life. I think it might have been Maestro.
I can't.
Which I saw him today. For all y'all that know Maestro out there, he's doing fine, and sends his best wishes. Told him I'd go on live. I was trying to tell him, you know, and if Anthony's out there, buddy, pop in on the Skype if you want. But yeah, I swung by and seen Anthony today. He's doing fine.
Cool.
So.
We love you, Maestro.
Yes, we do, buddy. Maestro's been a friend of mine for years and years.
Yeah.
And his brother Jeffrey. His brother Jeffrey and the other one, I only know him by the name Nephew. He's got a name. But every time he walks by, he's a big athletic guy. Got big old dreads in his hair, dregs.
Yeah.
And they call him Nephew. So that's what I call him. Hey, Nephew.
And Maestro really gets into what we do here too.
Yes.
And that is the coolest thing.
Yeah, I want to get him. The only way I can get him on nowadays is if I take the camera and everything over to his house. He's trying to get a hand-controlled car. That's probably one of the tough things on Maestro right now is he's lost his mobility. You know, unless somebody comes by and gets him, he can't go nowhere. And
we can get a portable studio going. If we can
tell him I hook your wheelchair up the bumper, buddy. Let's go. And you know,
knowing him, he'd be down.
But you
for
know,
that.
he's trying to get a hand-controlled car. I hope he gets it, and that'll give him a little bit more freedom back out.
He's got a hell of a voice.
He does. He's pretty good. He
says a whole lot of things that mean a whole lot to a lot of people.
That shocked everybody. Yep. You know.
And what he can contribute is as important as anything that any of the rest of us.
Anybody, baby.
Absolutely.
There's a guy named Steve that I meet over, and I can't remember Steve's last name, and he told me last time. Because he said, well, what's your real name, in case you come by on Skype? And I haven't seen him, but Steve is a guy that when I go over to see Jeffrey, Steve is there, and Steve is man, me and him get in conversation so easy about Trump and what's going on and whatnot. And yeah, so the people I know, you know, they like to stay in the news, baby, know what's going on.
You got all these people out here who think that what they tell us doesn't mean anything when in fact it's just the opposite. What they tell us contributes and adds to what we have.
Yeah, when I have conversations with Anthony or Jeffrey or Steve, what we talk about comes into the conversation. And I showed that one time because several of those gentlemen are African American black individuals. And the conversation started about, like, what's the difference between when I get pulled over by a police officer and when he gets pulled over by a police officer? Yeah. What is going through your minds? I'll tell you what's going through mine. Oh, shit, how much is this going to cost me? What is this asshole going to say? That's what's going through my mind. That's not what goes through Jeffrey's mind or Maestro's mind.
No, I'm not going to be shocked.
Yeah. They got to watch everything they move, every move, all
that
shit.
I'm going to live through this.
You know, it's a
and
different.
That's just wrong.
No, it's wrong. That's what they talk about when it's institutional racism.
These guys are no different than we are.
No, have the same.
The way they look.
No,
that is the only.
When you
difference.
judge a person by a book by its cover, baby, you know, whether it be somebody who is black or somebody who looks like me, who looks like a redneck, don't judge a book by its cover. You know, I wear a cowboy hat. I like country music. It's not the only music I listen to, but I like that. If you would pass by me in my trunk, in my truck. And I got my hat on and got some country music on there or something, then you probably think, oh, that guy's a drumper from hell. I don't know.
I get the same thing, John.
Yeah, there you go, baby. What does a Democrat look like? I'll tell you what it looks like. Looks like America, baby.
He looks like an American. That's exactly right.
And we look different. We listen to different music. We have different societal cultures that we like to do and all that stuff. But when push comes to shove, baby, and it's been demonstrated all through our when shit hits the fan right after 9/11, baby, we came together.
They look at me and they say, well, you know, everybody in Shelby knows who I am. Oh, that's that liberal son of a bitch that lives over on the south end of town.
That's what I get.
But little do they know that every time they see me, there's a firearm in my book bag that I carry with me everywhere I go.
Doesn't mean, you know, like I said, they think we're all wearing leotards and are dancing out in the daisies. That's what a lot of them think. Yeah, snowflakes, baby. You know, they get their feelings hurt. Kiss my butt, baby. You ain't hurting me. You ain't hurting my feelings. You're pissing me off.
For 20 years.
Yeah. You know, it's you know, but when push comes to shove, it happened here after the hurricane. Anybody that goes through a disaster or anything like that, you know, it doesn't matter if you're a Republican or Democrat. It doesn't matter squat if somebody's hurting and in trouble. You try to do what you can at that moment with what you've got. That's what you do. That's what Americans do. That's what patriots do.
I'll say I agree with you, John, but like it's pretty obvious that if we get this Republican president in there now, and after that hurricane hit Puerto Rico, it certainly mattered.
Yeah, how's that working out?
That's your vote matters, baby, because he's in there, and that's what he gave all that shit. That's what I spoke about the other day. Puerto Rico and California's fires and all that. You know, he doesn't show the sympathy that he showed down in Alabama. You know,
the thing is, though, think of it this way: it is very scary because of like the thing we were talking about at the top of the hour with they're not top of this hour, you know what I mean? With him and his comments about his military, his biker gang, and all that other shit. He may have the ability, and I hope it's proven false, but he may have the ability to finally rip that tide for in a time of crisis. People go against each other because he's sure as hell setting that up.
He stokes that. That's what that conversation was. That whole thing about he has his military. It's my military, my police. That's the thought that he's thinking.
He's wanting Civil War number 2.
Yeah, and he would be more than happy to try to start that. So that's when we all get concerned. Is he going to leave if he loses? No, I don't think so.
I don't either.
What was that, Joe?
But I was just going to say, guys, that, like, again, I think back to when he was in Hanoi, and the very next stop he made was to hit a military base on the way home while Michael Cohen had given testimony against him. So these are coordinated moves that he's making.
Let me tell you something, Joe. As somebody who's been there, you take a young man that's in the military.
Hang on. Get to the mic a little bit. You're kind of drifting off the side there. Sorry. There you go.
If you take a young man who's in the military right now, he knows one thing, that's his commander-in-chief. It does not mean that he's stupid. He also knows the Uniform Code of Military Justice, you do not have to follow an unlawful order. And those orders come from the top. So they're relayed down a chain of command. So the guy down there at the bottom, you know, the grunt down there, he does not have control. His commander does. His squad leader does, all the way up the line, baby. But when it gets up to the top, we have a Secretary of Defense who is a civilian, who is control of and right now I don't trust that guy really too much because he just came from Boeing, and he's another corporate thing that leads right into that fascism talk shit. But the Joint Chiefs, those are the ones that he would have to convince, and I don't think they would turn against this country and the Constitution in that manner.
No, I don't think they would either, John. But I've seen too many videos and pictures of "Make America Great" flags waving over Army or Navy or Air Force bases that are in enlisted guys' hands. Like that makes me real damn nervous.
Let me remind everybody that the military is a reflection of our population. You'll find the same demographics in there. You'll find assholes in there. You will find everything that America has to offer is also in our military. So,
absolutely.
You know, is there some asshole out there running a Trump flag around while in uniform? Yeah, he could get in trouble for that. And a lot of military people will jump his ass for that kind of shit. Because, like I said, patriotism is not loyal to your president. It's loyalty to your country. And that, everybody that takes that oath knows that. Foreign and domestic, baby.
You know, white nationalists serving in our military.
Yes, there are. There are racist assholes.
The military is a reflection of society.
Yes, that's all it is.
Yep.
You know.
So they take their training and then bring it home and join a militia group. You know.
Yeah.
And that's a scary fucking thought.
You know.
Yeah.
But yes,
I agree
it's
with
there.
Travis.
It is a scary thought, but they are a minority, maybe, that, like the lieutenant that they just caught from the Coast Guard, you know, who had the plan. He's going to go out there and try to kill as many Democrats and liberals and all them guys, you know, don't know shit. They just run around in the daisies out there. We need to get rid of them. That guy, white supremacist asshole, he's in the Coast Guard, so he's active duty. Yeah, they're there, but they're a minority, because when push comes to shove, you know, that's the guy that's got your back. He might be the reason you walk out alive. You know, there's a camaraderie that, you know.
We just got to hope that really it is the minority, you know, like, because, I've seen similar photos and videos too, and it's disturbing. In fact, we were watching one the other day of these police officers that were taunting their Make America Great Again hats and tattoos and shit or something like that. And it is scary. It is very scary.
Not long ago, I can't remember the town here in Texas. There's some town here in Texas, some cop department, cop shop up there taking pictures of some drugs or something they had captured or something. And there's like 8 of them there, and like 3 of them got the white power symbol right down there in their hand, plain as day. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's in the police department.
You know, guys, I never had a single person I served with ask me what my political affiliation was before or you know, leading up into until the time that we got into some altercation. Nobody ever asked me that question because they didn't care, because we were in this thing.
Yeah.
When it's sort of like that. There ain't no atheist in the foxhole. That kind of thing. You know, I'm an atheist, but, you know, if I was getting shot at, you could bet your shit, God, get me you know, I don't really mean it, but I'm going to say it.
Well, it's just like a reaction. You know?
Yeah, it's a reaction. But unfortunately, there's assholes everywhere in our nation. That's how come I say we're never going to get rid of racism and that kind of shit, because there will always be some cockroach out there somewhere. You know, they say cockroaches will survive a nuclear war. Well, cockroaches are going to survive everything. A little disgusting shit's going to turn it over and pass it on to his kid and his kid and shit, and that hatred will survive. But we still need to work on diminishing it every damn day.
And one of the most important things you can do about that kind of thing is, if you know somebody, you know, who's doing this stupid shit, like starting militias and all that, tell your friends, tell your family, let them know, and stay the fuck away from them. Because if anything, at least their ignorance, their dumbassery, or whatever the fuck, their ignorance is what's going to help you know who the fuck to stay away from. And that's why I don't walk up and down the street here, because I know better.
Travis doesn't like to walk up and down.
No, I do not.
It bothers me that my son is not comfortable walking up and down our street.
Nope. And it's not to say that I'm scared. It's just I'm not going to go picking a fight. You know, It's like if I walk past and someone makes an ignorant comment, you know, my first thing is I'm going to walk away. But they're not going to make it that easy, so I'd rather just have a good day without that bullshit in my life.
We have a few people on the street that don't agree with my views,
and fuck them, it don't matter.
Fuck them, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. They know damn good and well where I. That's one thing about it, baby. Ain't nobody around here doesn't know where John stands, and I stand proudly, baby. Let that blue light shine, no matter where you are. And it doesn't take courage. It just takes a belief in what we believe in. The belief inside yourself. I don't know how to explain it. It starts to sound corny.
Believe in what you believe
That's
in,
it.
and if you want to voice your opinion, do it. And the most important
thing, if you're going to kowtow to some asshole just because you don't want to piss him off, or, you know, like the neighbor down the street with the rebel flag, kiss my ass. Are you shitting me? No, I don't want to talk to you, freaking dick. Get out of here.
He's the first person I want to piss off.
Yeah, he's the first one I'd rather, but it's very
We had
clean. He has the right to
moving
fly that flag. He has the Constitution. It goes with the bad. I mean, good with the bad. He has a constitutional right to stand up there and say, I'm the biggest fool you ever saw in your life. And I have the right to point it out and go, I agree. He's an idiot.
And that's also the thing. It's like, at that point, you know, it is their right to do it. I'm not going to argue with that. But it's also my right to, you know, avoid, you know, basically keep it to yourself if you can. So that's why it's like, I know I'm not going to make any progress here. Like, I know we mentioned this about
the only guy that I wanted to talk to up and down this street just died not long ago. And it really pissed me off.
Yeah.
We had some people move into this house down the street that's been empty for a long time. It's up for sale or everything. They moved in there for a while. I think they rented the place. But they had one of them double-sided flags with the rebel flag on one side, the American flag on the other.
Yeah.
They didn't stay there very long. They were gone. I don't know if people across the street said anything or what went on.
We got another one, the rebel flag guy, and then down farther down on the highway, there's another one down there, and he's got the flag that the American flag blends into the rebel flag. So it's both flags on one flag. How ignorant can you get? How
we got to
stupid
on the other
can you get?
town flying the KKK flag.
Ain't that ignorant?
Fuck them people, seriously.
Yeah, those are the cockroaches we're not going to get rid of because that guy's teaching his kid that shit, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Pisses me off.
You know, there's
I
nothing
got
we
into
can
an
do about it.
altercation with him not too long ago, and it wasn't pretty.
I was laughing with Maestro the other day after he said, "Johnny, you ever going to prove that you have any white friends?" I guess one of these days. Shit, you know, our culture is so diverse and so full of every, you know, it just pains me. Racism
And it
is one of
reflects
those
really
things that
badly
just
on those of us here in the South.
yes, it does. Well, you know, that southern thing can be found all the way up in Alaska, baby. It don't matter where it can be found overseas. It's around.
It's alive and well
It's
here in
my
Washington
southern
State.
heritage. Kiss my ass.
Hey, now
southern
you're going to
heritage.
be stepping on my religious freedoms to be an asshole, and I don't appreciate that.
Pick a side, baby. Like they always say, if you don't love it, leave it. Pick a side. You don't love this. If you want to live under that flag, go somewhere where that flag is flown. I don't know where that is.
Well, we got the state of Jefferson up here in Northern California.
The state of Jefferson. Well, there's a sign when I used to drive a lot there over in McMullen County here in Texas. And when you enter that county, there's a handmade sign out there. Somebody made a pretty good size. It says you are now entering the free state of McMullen County. And about that, back last time I was over there, was surrounded by Ted Cruz placards and shit. You know, vote for Ted Cruz. Look at us. We'll defend our kiss my ass. I hate that shit. You know?
I saw one a number of years ago that said, "Inward, don't let the sun set on your ass in Milton, West Virginia."
Is that right? Ain't that some shit? Yeah, it's all around, baby. You know, we can work all we want. The best you can do is let your light shine and don't be party to that shit. And if it's around, you call it out. You don't have to get in a fist fight with nobody. Just let them know you're not going to put up with that shit. Huh? I'm sorry.
I was going to tell you about the state of Jefferson.
Huh.
It's the 9 most northernest counties in California, except for Humboldt County, because that's where all the hippies live.
And that's where they grow the pot. Yeah, I don't
they want to join with the southern part of Oregon and make a separate state.
Yeah, they were talking about that not long ago. They wanted to make another free state. You know, Texas, they talked about the saying, well, we could split into our own country. Yeah, except I like being American. You know,
I'll never stop telling the story about the time I saw the truck driving down 37 that was just covered from side to side, back, front of bumper stickers, and one of them was the top sticker said "Proud American," and right below it, and I mean this, right below it, "Make Texas secede." You know, and it's like,
there you go.
Do you not realize what
Ignorance.
that? Jesus Christ.
Ignorance. How can you call yourself American and then want to succeed from the United States? Kiss my ass.
Can't have both.
Oh, don't call yourself an American then. Don't do that. But I am an American. My God, oh, see my MAGA hat? Just grow a brain under it. You know, something.
It's impossible. It shades the sun. It doesn't.
Make an effort.
You can't do anything without freaking light.
Yeah, no shit.
Really quick, actually, that makes a good point. Did you hear about that fucking little shit that was going up against that Native American at that anti-abortion rally in Washington, suing CNN and shit?
$250 million, baby.
You know what?
Isn't that the right that's always bringing up the...
that kid lives right across the river from me.
Yeah.
Oh, no
shit.
No shit.
Covington Calf.
Oh my God.
$250 million defamation of character.
Look, all I'm going to say is this.
Tort reform that Republicans are all about.
Nobody did anything except show the footage, and the footage spoke for yourself. Yeah. If you're going to wear the fucking uniform, know what it comes with, baby. And your ignorance along with all your little shit friends. I don't care what anybody
says. That MAGA hat might as well be white and pointed.
Yep.
That's what I see.
I think it's more like the new swastika.
Yeah,
it really
it's out in the open.
You might as well be wearing an armband that says Trump.
The swastika was worn proudly.
Because there's nothing patriotic about that.
Like the meme says with the Make America Great Again hat, made in China, but the white hood is made in America.
Yeah.
Forgive me, but the little son of a bitch should have known what he was getting into before he walked into that situation.
No
Had
shit.
he not known that, he should have stayed away.
Yeah, if I'm going to go to a protest, you know, and I know full and well I'm in the public domain. I am where anybody can film me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to stand up for what I believe in. And if this kid can't handle the heat of what is a very unpopular organization, he should have known better. But now he's going to sue everybody that pointed his shit out.
Well, that's because mommy and daddy have a bunch of money and they don't have anything better to do.
He was there to stand up for the abortion rights because the left-leaning Democrats, they've been ripping kids right out of the baby, right out of the mama's womb and stabbing them right there, killing them.
Those hats were purchased by... he wasn't a principal. He was some kind of administrative person at that school.
Yeah.
He bought those hats and he put them on those kids' heads and marched them down there.
Yeah.
So it's the Catholic Church using those children as pawns to promote their agenda.
Yeah.
And you got to remember who one of their senators is.
Yeah. But also, to be fair.
That's Mitch.
Yeah.
Mitch McConnell.
Yeah. And also, to be fair, though, they're not like children. You know, they're in their teens. They should have some level of understanding.
Of knowledge about what they're doing.
Yeah.
But they are, you know, they're there for the babies.
But do they really think they're going to get $257 million?
Guys, when I was 16, 17 years old, I wouldn't have trusted me.
No.
I don't know.
Not me, baby. No.
We don't trust you now, Andy.
Hell, I don't trust me now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm right there with you, man.
Well, see, that's...
Did anybody see Lawrence O'Donnell the other night?
Because you're 60 doesn't mean anything.
No.
You know?
What was that, Sparky?
Did anybody see Lawrence O'Donnell the other night when he was talking about Mitch McConnell?
No,
I can't say
numbers.
No.
About him possibly not running again.
Well,
Mitch?
his poll numbers are really in the tank.
In the 30s.
Gee, I wonder
you ain't
why.
never seen a more unpatriotic asshole that ever did worse damage to this country than that man right there.
Yeah, but then Lawrence suggested that Amy McGrath run against him. Did you ever see her commercials?
That's
the pilot.
Yeah, the pilot. Yeah.
I think Schumer's been courting her, hasn't he? Like for that. I mean, not like personally. I mean, like he's been courting her to run for that
position.
Yeah, because he tried to get Beto to run against Cornyn.
Oh, baby, turn it blue.
Yep.
Turn it blue.
I want to see more veterans in politics.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I want people to know the horrors of war that are going to keep us out of other shit.
Somebody that knows what it means to send somebody's kid off to war.
You know, you have that, or at the very freaking minimum, have someone with empathy that can feel for other people.
I love my country, but I'm the first one to tell you that
I had to send my.
How about just not a draft dodging, bone spur son of a bitch?
True that.
Yeah.
What was that, Andy?
I had to send my kid off, and it was the hardest damn thing I ever did.
It'll be the hardest thing you ever do in your life. send your kid out like that.
The absolute hardest thing you will ever do in your life.
And at the same time, the proudest thing.
Fight in a senseless goddamn war that doesn't mean anything to anybody.
Not anybody back here. You know, the war is going on every day. Nobody, you know, unless it comes up on the news, nobody's paying attention to it here. You know, these kids are putting their lives on the line every day, and most of the time it doesn't even come up in the news.
Yeah, they
unless
don't tell you
some
what's
story
going
about
on
how
with the
long we've been there.
soldiers, what's going on. They'll give you some happy little puppy story at the end, but
Yeah.
tell me about a soldier who was injured today.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what I want.
Time I sent him, I didn't have the clearance to, you know, I had no idea what he was getting into, and he was not authorized to tell me what he was getting into. And it hurt me worse than anything, I guess, that has ever hurt me in my entire life. And I'm old enough to fart dust, but
that's the power of taking that oath.
Yeah.
That's the power of that oath.
Hey, I did want to ask you, veteran guys, something. What is your general feeling about the? I think it was an executive order where he's going to stop releasing the number of people killed by drones. If I remember, is that correct?
Yes, he did do that.
Yeah. He doesn't want that reported. You know,
even though I believe Obama was the one.
Part of the war is unpopular.
I think Obama used more drones probably than anyone, but no, up until Trump.
The only thing I remember from the Vietnam War, growing up and then serving, was body count.
Yeah, they're always concerned about the body count for the day. You know, how many of them did we kill and how many did we lose? And the numbers were high, baby, all the time.
That's because those were wars of attrition.
We were killing thousands of them a week when they were losing. I remember when I was in high school in '69, we were losing like 435 people a week, and we were killing thousands of them though. If you believe it,
they cheated on the body count all the time on that side.
But what did it mean? It meant nothing.
Nothing at all.
No,
I wasn't around for that shit, but even I know that was a bullshit war.
Walter Cronkite brought us to us every night.
Yeah.
And Dan Rather was right there,
reporting from while the guy behind him was shooting his machine gun through the bush.
And I think what's important, what I would like to bring up is that.
But we still have journalists that do that.
So. Those body counts are important to how the administration is perceived. That was true in the 70s. It's true today. So to hide that information, it's
when you manipulate that information and use it to, to further your own, like Nixon. When he was running up against, I'll get my mind right here. The back channel to the Paris peace talks and was trying to undermine Johnson, I think it was, to get out of the war, and but the election was coming up, so they were playing with the, he interfered in some way. I can't remember. I just remember reading the story and
they were fighting over the shape of the table, John.
Ain't that some shit? Guys are dying, and you're gonna fight over the shape of the table. Yeah, and look at the budget. If y'all notice, the defense budget went up again too. More money, baby. More money. Yeah.
What was that, Joe?
I was just saying, it's some of this minutia that actually makes all the difference. There's an old protest person that I'm not related to, but have relations with, and they have told me that one of their coordinated efforts during the Vietnam War was to send baggies of rice. The whole tactic was, look, the American people are willing to send rice to feed these people in Vietnam to stop the war. And these bags of rice would just come flowing into the White House. And Nixon would regularly ask his advisors, like, how many of those baggies are we getting? Because it was a measure of popular opinion.
It was a cry for to stop that war. I don't. That war went on way too long, and our government knew. In the Pentagon Papers that came out, it was unwinnable. And like the old saying goes, how do you ask the last man to die? Look at the last name on the wall. How do you do that? You keep sending them off, and there's just no end to the ship. And
I think it's
you're
a
not
better
gonna.
question to ask how you ask the first guy to die. I mean, quite frankly, man. I mean, like I'm all about like standing up for what's right, but I think that when we have lost the diplomatic approach, it's a failing of our leadership, and we should not be putting.
Anytime we go to war, it's a failure of diplomacy.
This administration has no. There are no morals. There are no principles. There is nothing except for what Mr. Trump wants. Nothing else is of concern to this administration, and it's only going to continue to get worse over time.
Well, that's our job, baby, is to get his ass out. Let me see. I'm checking my watch. It's 10:30. I guess I better go visit my wife again.
2 hours.
But that's our job, people. That's our job. This is our country, and if we don't fight for it, baby, it's going to go downhill. It's going to turn into nothing but a fascist swamp for corporations, and then you'll be told what the hell will matter.
You better go see her. She's going to feed your supper.
I mean to tell you, buddy, I got to remember I have one. I told her the other day, honey, why don't you come over here and just sit in the corner? I mean, not corner, but sit over here off camera in a chair. I know if she was here, occasionally you would hear her voice because she's got an opinion, baby.
Well, we know she's a hell of a lot better to look at.
Oh, she is. She's much prettier than I am, baby. She's much prettier than I am. But I've known my wife for 42 years.
And
She ain't
Amy
getting on
went an
camera.
hour ago. She's not paying us any attention.
She's
at all
beautiful.
right now.
She's the love of my life, and I wouldn't be here without her. And there ain't a day
What
goes
would we
by.
do without women, John?
I'm telling you, buddy. We was on Bob's show the other day, and we talk about, making fun of the guys that say, I'm the wear the pants of my family. I make the decisions. Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, let's see how long that works when Mama says,
I wear the
no.
pants.
John,
That's right.
You never.
That's right, baby. You married that woman for a reason. You love her. You love her, buddy.
Hey,
And when
hey,
she gets mad at you, you know it.
What's up,
I'm
Sparky?
the boss around here when she's not home.
What's up, Spark? Yeah, that's right.
You never heard Agnes get on to Bob.
No.
Probably.
No, I haven't done that yet. I haven't heard Agnes yet.
She comes on every so often, says hi, and then.
Oh, I have. She came in at one time and said hi when I was on there. Yeah,
Oh.
that's the only time I've heard her though.
Hey, John, can I say one last thing?
Sure.
To Mama Bertivo.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us borrow John from time to time.
God bless you, man.
Yeah, bless Mama. She don't think for a minute that half these stories that get out here that I talk about, half of Mama's the one that said, "Did you see this shit?" No, baby, what? Because I'm on a different page. She's over there working the news too. So it's a team effort here, and
If we didn't have them, we would be nothing.
that's it, baby. We wouldn't, and whoever, it's the love of your life.
Yeah.
Whoever that is.
And
Whoever.
equally to that, if we didn't have all of you,
Oh, did y'all see
Yeah.
Mike Pence? Did y'all see Mike Pence?
Oh God, that
Mike
was the
Pence had to
greatest
host.
thing.
Mike Pence and the Prime Minister of Ireland
Yes.
introducing his boyfriend.
No, it was his husband.
Love it
He got a
his
so
partner.
much.
That wasn't
I just
exactly
love that.
what we
Hello,
thinking about.
Mike.
Yeah, I
How you
saw
doing,
that.
buddy? Yeah.
But
That was the
I didn't
best
think that
thing
was
ever.
Mike
You know his
Pence's
butt
wife
was
standing
puckering the whole
there.
time, and
Oh,
mother was
Pissy
probably
boy
all
had
up
a
in her
boner. He
pearls.
just don't want you to know it.
That was the greatest
That's
thing.
one of them little stories you go, yeah, that's funny. Mike Pence.
If he was standing there with a stippy, I'll kiss your ass.
Yeah.
Can we just remind people that that dude is also a nut, Mike Pence?
Mike
I mean,
Pence
anybody who believes in
crazy.
electroshock
That's how
therapy
come that
is a
Mayor
fucking
Pete-
idiot.
From
Indiana.
Indiana, right?
Clutch
right.
cargo.
Yes.
That's why we can't just get rid of Trump
When
and
they-
go with the second fiddle, because the
Yeah.
second fiddle is worse than the
That
goddamn
question
first one.
itself, when they asked
I-
him, well,
did
who's
I-
worse, Trump or Pence,
Did I
he
hear
had to
someone
pause.
say clutch cargo?
Huh?
Yes.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
goes back a ways.
He's working a candy factory. He's packing fudge, for
I'm
Christ's sake. I mean,
telling
what's
you.
so bad about that?
Conversion therapy. Buddy, if you're
Conversion
gay, just
therapy.
be gay. Well, what are you, conversion therapy?
Leave people the fuck
Leave
alone
freaking people
for
alone.
something as trivial
You know,
as that.
There's
Give
something
me a
wrong with
break.
you, not them.
Yeah.
That's that shit. But yeah, I just thought it was funny today that Mike and Mother had to host gay people.
Did
Oh
you
my.
see that look on his face, John?
Yeah, well, Mike Pence, I've always said, is a poser. You can tell by looking at Mike Pence, he has spent so much time in the mirror looking at this look, the mean, stern look, the hopeful look, the worried look, the God bless you look. I don't care what look at it. He's practiced every one of them.
On your knee look.
Yes,
He spent a lot of time in the closet beside Lindsey Graham too. I can promise you that.
You know,
Yeah,
just
no
saying.
kidding.
Be who you are, baby. No matter who you are, be who you are.
How many hours a day do those two sit with their hairdresser in the morning?
Oh yeah,
I noticed that too.
Trump came
Not a
out
hair out of
yesterday. It looked like somebody put hair cement on him.
and not a hair out of place. And what always killed me was when they was in there when Donnie was going on about the shutdown, when he said, "I'll claim the title. I won't blame you," and all that shit. The whole time during that interview, that discussion, Mike Pence sat over there. His hands didn't move. The only thing that moved was his head back and forth, but the expression on his head and his face never changed.
Yeah,
it looked like a Stepford husband or some shit, like a robot.
John, he was plugged in at that time and he was recharging.
Oh, yeah. Is that what it was? Because that's what it looked like, just an animatronic robot, you know.
They were updating the firmware for the current situation.
Plug in might be an understatement.
Yeah.
What you'd see at Disney.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like that.
but
Yeah, Disney, a really fucked up Disney.
Photoshop video of Lincoln taking Trump's head off.
Donna,
Yeah.
Gaston, I'll tell Mom you said hi,
that's
baby.
classic.
I better close it up before Mom will throw something at me before I come out there. Anyway,
because it's about to get ugly in here tonight.
Andy, Joe, David, Dennis, I appreciate all y'all dropping by and having a discussion tonight.
Sparky's here too.
Sparky, and
See you on the front porch tomorrow,
I'll be
John.
on the front porch tomorrow. Tell Bob, crank it up. Let's go.
Well, John, my drop-in was completely impromptu. I didn't intend to do that, and I certainly didn't intend to stay this long.
You're welcome here anytime.
Anytime, buddy. Anytime. Anybody, y'all are all welcome to call in and talk about anything you want to talk about. Talk about today's politics or what we had for dinner, which I had scalloped potatoes,
Pork chops,
and field peas.
There you go.
It was tasty. Mama fried up some pork chops. That's why I love that one. See, I do breakfast. Mama feeds me the rest of the day, but I do breakfast, baby. And in the morning, I'll be cooking her eggs and sausage and toast and all that stuff. Might cook peeling potato. And
What time's that start, John?
that starts about later and later nowadays. As much as I can't stay in bed, baby. I got a dog that all of a sudden is next to my head, breathing real heavily. Like, okay, I'm coming. Gotta go out.
You start your own morning show, breakfast with Britovo.
And with me, when I get up in the morning, nowadays I really try to go out because the dog's got to go out, and that creates noise. If it creates too much noise, the donkey Jenny will start hee-hawing from hell. And you can hear that everywhere, and so if she hears me, I gotta dash down there and pet her, and then get her some hay. And
we love Jenny.
I love my donkey, baby. I'm telling you, I love my donkey. I love all my animals. We got a lot of them. I love my bird. Every night, me and Fred talk before we go to bed.
Yep. And guys, it's been a pleasure. It really has. And
well, Andy, thanks for coming by, bud. And y'all tune in and see Andy and the Filthy Mouth Liberal. And tell them where they can find you, Andy.
Well, they can find me at the Filthy Mouth Liberal on Facebook, at Filthy Mouth Lib on Twitter, or drop an old-fashioned postcard to the Filthy Mouth Liberal, Post Office Box 645, Earl, North Carolina, EARL 28038. Love to hear from you.
Yeah, there you go. Drop a card. And Joe, the new news. Are you there, Joe?
Yeah, John. The new news.
Tell people
on
where
Facebook.
they can find you. Yeah.
And if you want to do it the old-fashioned way and send a postcard, it's P.O. Box 14767, Cincinnati, Ohio 45250.
There you go, baby. And I know Randy Kervin was listening early. He's got his he does a rant on Facebook, so listen to him. Randy Anderson is also there, and of course Leo Sahaki with Biker Wisdom. Tune into these people, support them if you can, drop them a note, drop them a donation if you can, because every dime goes a long way in this shit.
Everybody's got internet bills.
Everybody that's got it, you know, once you start with this, you got to hang on, baby. It's a great ride. But again,
we're glad you're riding with us,
baby. It's not a me thing. It's a us thing. It's a we thing. warms my heart, baby. So I just appreciate y'all.
We're all
being
in it together,
involved.
John.
That's it. We are all in it together.
You now owe him another royalty. That was
I
a
know you
trick.
another royalty. Oh, shit.
See how I did that? See how I did that?
I'll
That was
put that
smart.
nickel in the bank any day now, buddy. I'm telling you. Checks in the mail, man. I promise. It's really coming.
There you go. John, Travis, we love you guys. We appreciate everything you do. And I'm going to bail on you, but have a good night. And we're grateful for every minute of effort you put into this.
I appreciate
That goes right
Andy.
back at you, Andy.
It does, buddy. It does.
We're so grateful and thank you guys so much. But I'm going to take off. I got to get to crack of noon tomorrow, so I've got to
There
get.
you go.
Better get to bed, buddy. It's late out there, out east. Take care of yourself, Andy. We'll see you later.
Have a good night, gentlemen.
You too. And for the rest of us, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to bail on you, and because it's starting to get late here. So I know if it's late here, it's late out east.
Hang on. I got to do something.
Okay.
Boom. Button.
Button. There's the button. See, Dennis? There you go, man. I'm glad. See, you trained us all, buddy. Trained us all. Those are our Patreon members. Some of them. We have about 170 Patreon members.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that we're really proud of. If for as little as $1 a month, you can join our Patreon to support the channel, and it goes a long way in paying the bills. So we really appreciate that. The people that support us on PayPal, and those that we get in the mail and stuff are just so appreciated, and we always want to show our appreciation for that.
Yeah. And just simply watching the show and subscribing to our channel and all that good stuff, that's just as helpful because it tells
that make
people are
donations
listening
me,
to us.
I tell them, the best thing that you can give me is your ear and your time. And Bob ends his show all the time with thank you for, because time is a finite thing. And so you giving it to us just is the biggest gift that you can give is giving us the moment to listen to us. So we appreciate that. So to Sparky, Dennis, David, and
Andy.
No, Andy's gone.
Well, yeah, Andy's gone. Well, I was just saying.
I was just saying to the guys that's still
yeah.
here. Y'all take it easy. And like, share, subscribe. John Bertavo, Blue Dot in Texas. Let your blue dot shine, baby. That's the most important message that we can get out. It is stand tall for the values that we have. And be proud of that.
All right.
And that's it,
Is that
baby.
it?
Producer, take it away, baby.
All right.
Y'all have a good night.